as motivated and inspired as we can. I saw one of the gorgeous faces that's going to help us do that in just a moment. The incredible Tessie Nandi has got to be one of the happiest human beings with the saddest music you have ever heard. No, her sound's on another level at the moment. I think she's tapped into the magic. So we're going to put her on the manifestation station and find out what she wants to achieve with the next beautiful stanza of her career. Then we're going to take in a massive weekend. You know, we're going to be touching on the Met. A lot of people, I think, still rubbing their blurry eyes this morning. We're going to touch on all of the sports. An incredible Australian Open final. History made either way. We knew it was coming. So we're going to bring in the big guns this morning to take us through all of that, Gristle. And hopefully, in between everything else, Rebecca, the female champion, Carlos Alcaraz, the men's champion. I think anyone over 35 years old was hoping Jocko would do it for us masters, for us oldies, but I think he's got a Grand Slam or two still left in him. But we'll get into that with the experts in just a moment and hopefully set the scene for, as I said, the best week of your life. But today, the next 3 hours, going to be golden. So let's kick those off officially. And of course, thankfully, I'm not alone. There's always one face. I actually start dreaming about it when I turn onto the highway, driving to the studio. And luckily, it's here for you all to see this morning. It might temper the bad news this morning. Now, we've got to take the good and the bad in after a weekend. Here's Mr. Raul de Mornay with your news headlines.
Hey, G-Man, dreams can come true, especially on a Monday morning where we have all this magic lined up. So good morning to you, Mzansi. And of course, we're kicking off with official duties. It's just gone past the hour, and then we're diving into an absolutely stellar show, as you've just heard. So let's bring on national headlines first. And the South African Medical Research Council has warned of serious health risks following flooding in parts of Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Standing water, damaged sanitation systems, and limited healthcare access pose immediate and long-term threats to vulnerable communities. South Africa has declared a national disaster after severe weather caused deadly floods. Now, the Department of Water and Sanitation says water quality testing has been intensified, with treatment works adjusting chemical dosing and chlorination levels. Now, authorities say communicating test results to communities remains a priority as repair costs rise into the billions. Now, next up, tributes are pouring in following the death of poet and author Dr. Diana Ferris, who passed away in Cape Town at the age of 72 after suffering a stroke. Now, Ferris is widely celebrated for her poem, I've Come to Take You Home, which highlighted the injustice suffered by Sarah Baartman and contributed to the repatriation of her remains in 2002. Cultural leaders say her work restored dignity to silenced histories, and there are growing calls for an official funeral to honor her lasting contribution to literature and culture. Well, moving on to international headlines next, and authorities in Egypt are set to begin a major renovation of Alexandria's historic Rummel tram line, replacing the century-old system with digitally controlled light rail. Now, the upgrade aims to double travel speeds, cut journey times, and increase passenger capacity along the nearly 14-kilometer route. While officials say the project supports a broader transport modernization, some commuters fear construction disruptions and higher fares. Now, others are mourning the loss of a cherished city landmark with the double-decker trams long regarded as a symbol of Alexandria's heritage and daily life. Well, next up, US-backed trilateral talks involving the Ukraine and Russia are set to take place next week in Abu Dhabi as Kiev faces uncertainty over an energy ceasefire amid freezing temperatures of minus 15 degrees Celsius. Now, Ukraine continues to experience power and heating disruptions following months of Russian airstrikes on its energy infrastructure. Now, nearly 700 apartment buildings in Kiev remain without heating after a recent grid failure. Now, while both sides have signaled willingness to pause strikes on energy facilities, officials warn the systems remain vulnerable as negotiations resume under mounting international pressure. Well, lastly, something to maybe change the tone a bit this morning, a sense of pride, a joy, and a quiet awe. And that's what filled the Nelson Mandela Amphitheatre at the Union Buildings on Friday, as President Cyril Ramaphosa officially welcomed the FIFA World Cup original trophy to South Africa. Now, bathed in sunshine, football legends, government leaders, and members of the Bafana Bafana squad gathered as the world's most coveted prize was unveiled during the FIFA World Cup trophy tour. Now, rarely seen and even more rarely touched, the trophy's presence carried meaning far beyond spectacle. It celebrated South Africa's return to the global stage after qualifying for the 2026 World Cup, 16 years after last appearing. Now, the moment symbolized renewal, reigniting national pride, belief, and shared dreams of footballing glory. Well, hopefully you can carry on all the glory when it comes to the headlines in sport. And here's G-Man with the latest.
Trying to remember that feeling when Shaba scored that first goal in 2010. I can just remember the 30,000 people lifting into the ground, into the air at the same time. We want this again, please. After that beautiful note, let's delve in with some more national pride. In fact, the Bulls feeling very proud this morning. They found their formula, delivering a resounding statement yet again, demolishing the Lions 52-17 at Ellis Park, showcasing some major forward dominance and that growing momentum at just the right time in the season. Then in Durbs, the Sharks likewise confirming their revival with a hard-fought 36-24 win over the Stormers, controlling some key moments and key areas to now claim back-to-back derby victories. Now, we knew history would be made in tennis this weekend. The year's first big Grand Slam didn't disappoint. Elena Rybakina claimed her second Grand Slam by edging out her old foe and world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in a gripping Australian Open final. Well, on the flip side of the draw, Carlos Alcaraz finally did it, followed that by defeating Novak Djokovic in 4 sets to win his first Melbourne title and also to become the youngest man to complete a career Grand Slam. We were hoping the older would complete the older record, but I think he's still got a 1 or 2 in him. We love having Novak Djokovic still in the mix, but congrats to our champions. Now we move to cricket, and Shai Hope continuing his T20 form alongside Shimron Hetmeyer, each scoring 48 as the West Indies reached 114 for 3 from just 10 overs in a rain-affected match, securing that 6-run DLS win over South Africa at the Wanderers yesterday. Quinton de Kock did follow his form. A brisk start from him gave the Proteas some hope, but a late collapse saw them fall short. The Proteas now prepare for their final T20 World Cup warm-up game. That's up against India this coming Wednesday. Now let's get back into the English footy, and Arsenal, they're looking good. The bubble hasn't burst yet, easing past Leeds 4-0, in fact, at Ellen Road, extending their lead over Man City and Aston Villa to 7 points now. And then City were held to a 2-2 draw by Tottenham. Kind of feels like a win for Thomas Frank's lads. While Aston Villa, they suffered a 1-0 home defeat to 10-man Brentford. They'll be burning after that, leaving Arsenal now in prime position as the Premier League title race intensifies. The fans are loving it. Likewise, the tennis, and we'll delve a little deeper into the first Grand Slam of the year and those history-making moments in just a moment. Right now, let's see what the weather has in store.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And for the first time this morning, let's dive into all things weather. And we've got a lot to talk about. So let's bring on Paula Kwane first. Now listen, there's amazing weather coming your way. But firstly, you're going to be starting off with a thunderstorm. Our temperatures will start off with a low of 17 degrees and reach a warm 30 degrees with light winds expected from the north. Now rainfall is expected over the next few days. But as you can see, sunshine is up ahead. Klerksdorp is next, and you can expect scattered thunderstorms for your region. Temperatures look like they'll start off with a low of 17, climbing to a scorching 33 degrees and winds coming from the northwest. The rest of the week looks like the temperatures in the low 30s, and for the rest of the week it seems to be the same with a little bit of wet conditions towards the end. Pretoria is experiencing mostly cloudy skies accompanied by scattered thunderstorms. Light winds expected from the northwest, temperatures ranging from 17 to a high of 30, and for the rest of the week rainfall expected over the next few days. Over in Johannesburg today, we'll experience mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms. Yeah, wet conditions indeed, from 15 all the way up to 27 degrees with light winds coming from the northwest. But you're in a period of wet weather as rainy conditions are forecasted for the rest of the week. So stay warm and stay dry. Mbombella's up next and bringing afternoon thunderstorms with light winds from the northeast, starting off at 19, moving up to a nice warm 30 degrees for today. But the rest of the week, it looks like sunshine, scattered showers, but lots of heat. Bloemfontein up next, and today brings mostly partly cloudy conditions, accompanied by scattered thunderstorms with light winds from the northwest. As you can see from the rest of the conditions, starting off at 80, moving to a high of 36 degrees, but the rest of the week looks like hot conditions in the upper 30s, so brace yourselves. Moving over to the coast in Richards Bay, partly cloudy skies, a low of 24 up to a nice warm 32 degrees, moderate winds from the northeast, and for the rest of the week, pretty much hitting the high 30s. Temperatures are forecasted all the way up until Thursday for that. And then in Durban, it looks like mostly cloudy skies to continue that theme. Temperatures coming from 24 all the way to a high of 30 degrees. Winds coming through from the northeast, and temperatures forecasted to be very much the same for the rest of the week. Mtata's experiencing an afternoon of thunderstorms, much like the rest of the country. Temperatures starting off at a low of 20 up to a nice high of 33 degrees. Light winds from the southeast and heavy rainfall expected for much of the week to come. Over in Cradock, similar conditions, scattered thunderstorms and temperatures starting off in the 20s, moving up to a very warm 38 degrees. Quite a polarity here with winds coming through from the west and high temperatures in the lower to upper 30s forecasted for the rest of the week. GQ Becha experiencing partly cloudy skies too, and temperatures ranging all the way from 22 to 28 degrees. Moderate winds expected from the east, and for the rest of the week, warm temperatures accompanied by rain. So another polarity there, all forecasted for the rest of your week. So hopefully you can get into the sweet spot of that one. George today brings partly cloudy conditions to your region. Temperatures ranging from 19 to a cool 26 degrees. Light winds coming through from the south, and it looks like rainfall expected over much of the next few days. So hopefully you can stay dry in those conditions. Over in the mother city, Cape Town, you starting off your Monday with cloudy skies too, transitioning to hopefully some sunnier conditions. Strong winds with gusts of 34 kilometers per hour expected from the south, and temperatures are going to be starting off chilly, 19 degrees, moving up to only 23, and much of the rest of the week doesn't even hit the 30s, so brace yourself for moderate temperatures throughout. Up in Sutherland, experiencing abundant sunshine and a definite contrast to the rest of the country. From 14, you move to a scorching 31 degrees. Moderate winds from the west and high temperatures in the lower 30s forecasted for the rest of the week. A little bit of rain from Wednesday to Thursday, but otherwise it's look hotting and lovely indeed. Kimberley, today you're bringing on sunny conditions in your region. Temperatures coming through from 19 to 38 degrees. Light winds coming through from the west. It looks like pleasant, warm conditions all around. So if anybody's looking for some good weather, Kimberley is where it's at. Let's see what's up in Uppington though, because today you're going to be experiencing partly cloudy skies, accompanied by light winds from the southwest. Now temps will start off with a mid-20, reaching a scorching 41 degrees. Wow. Get in the shade if you can, because for the rest of the week, it looks like it's just going to be scorches all the way through. Your minimum max over the week is 38 degrees. That's crazy. Well, for the rest of the country, here's what you can expect when it comes to the weather patterns. But for now, though, let's start off this week on a high note. And we've got a sunrise view of the hour that you're going to absolutely love. Karen has come through all the way from Moseley, KZN. Karen, now, getting the shot before the sun even rises. This is the early bird catching the worm, and I'm loving this shot. Just giving us that slight promise of the day. The lights just coming through in the background there, and slowly bringing in the magic, the energy, and everything we need for a beautiful Monday morning. So Mzansi, keep it coming. We love these sunrise views, and we'll share it again in the next hour. And if you want to know how to do it, well, of course, it's that simple. You come through with the number 063 036 9649. Share your sunrise view. Don't forget the hashtag Expresso Show. And hey, we might be celebrating wherever you wake up this morning.
Because we love the Expresso show. It's our favorite, man. We are loving it even more this morning. Why? Because it is the month of love. And you know, on this show, we are loved up. There is a lot of love to give. And we're going to try to give as much to you as possible, but maybe take you down a memory lane, if you will, to those moments to remind you how much you are actually loved. So I'm going to put it to you guys on this note. We want to start on a high note for the month of love. So I want you to think about and spend a bit of time, not more than 3 hours, because we'd like it in this show. What is the most thoughtful thing someone has done for you. It can be your partner, it can be that blessed person at your side, it can be a random stranger. We'd love to hear from you. 063-036-9649.
I love this one, G-Man.
Oh,
It makes
it's
me
good,
think
eh?
of so many beautiful moments. And I love that start of the week where we get people to get into some of their best ever experiences. For me, it's when I got to bend down on a knee and someone said yes to the
When
biggest
she actually
question of my
said
life.
yes.
She said yes. That was the best thing I could have experienced, bro. And I'm hoping that I'll get some more of these motivational and inspirational stories. I hope I can hear from you. What is your
Oh, dude,
answer,
without
bro?
a doubt, my birthday this
Yeah?
last year, everyone, what you guys did with Lynn's to get video messages
that
from
was
all
so
the people that I
emotional.
care about in this world, you don't understand.
Yeah.
It was one of the most emotional days, I think, of my adult life. Absolutely beautiful, but it did fill my cup right back up, and that's the point here. So let's pour a little love back into the cup. Remind us of who is making you feel incredibly special this morning. I know one person is going to make us feel incredibly special. Tessie Nundy is here. I cannot wait to find out how she is doing. And then in just a moment, Katie and Ricky are here to talk about the tennis history was made in Melbourne. I'm so sad for Jocko, but Carlos Alcaraz, the youngest Grand Slam winner, he's got all four now. I think at just 22 years
Through
old.
emotional moments, but it's powered me up, and I think I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go power up, get changed, and get ready for some fitness. And in Mzansi, you can join along for the ride. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
When bugs invade, use Raid. Raid kills bugs dead.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
welcome back. I'm going to say sports lovers, tennis lovers in particular. I'm sure you are just brimming after an incredible weekend of top draw tennis. The Australian Open has delivered two unforgettable finals. Alina Rybakina dethroning the world number one, and I think, I want to say old foe, but they've got the most beautiful rivalry, the world number one, Aryna Sabalenka, and then the young'un Carlos Alcaraz defeating Novak Djokovic to become the youngest man, in fact, ever to complete the career Grand Slam. I think 22 years old. So to break it down, what these victories actually mean for tennis at the moment in the shifting landscape, we are joined by tennis superfan Katie Ho. She is back alongside tennis coach Ricky Solomon. I'm always trying to gauge happy or sad. Generally, the older people in the room are sad because Djokovic lost. I think anyone over 35 was like, come on, dude, do it for all of us. This is a massive one. I'm going to start on the women's side of the draw, and I'm going to start on the women's side of the couch. Katie Ho. Rybakina, we've only just kind of learned how to say her name. She has learned how to dominate one of the strongest forces in all tennis at the moment. How big was that women's final for you? It had a little bit of everything.
It did. But I think Sabalenka wasn't really in it from the get-go. I'm not sure if you kind of got that vibe, but she seemed quite frustrated in the first set. And I think Elena's cool, calm, and collected demeanor really was her winning moment there, because when she won, she didn't even like react. She was just like, another one.
Yeah, this was, it was in the plan. I stuck to the plan and got it right. Happy coach?
Yes, her style of game reminded me of Novak's match against Sinner, going for massive power. And I suppose the game plan was, look, to beat these people, you're going to have to just leave it all out there. You have to power up, leave it all out there, hit the ball as big as you can. And she executed so well. There was a dip where she couldn't execute, and then there was a moment where a coach was saying to her, come on, where's the energy? If you're going to win this, you're going to need to put energy. And then I think she just said, okay, fine, I'm going to lose.
Let it go. Yeah, she let it go. And I think when you're playing the power game and you start getting a few and you get the momentum, that kind of confidence is unmatched.
Yeah.
The coaching throughout this tournament has been pretty much on it. It's kind of almost been like the most present coaches have been on the sideline. It felt like that for me. Absolutely cool. Changing of the guard, or is our world number one still very much our world number one, just having an off day yesterday? How are you feeling about the women's kind of ecosystem?
I don't think I would say it's changing of a guard. I think Sabalenka maybe is not pushing herself to the point that she should be as world number one, but I think it's more the rest of the field are kind of just catching up to her level. Yeah. So I would say it's more of a leveling out.
Maybe this is the fire she needs, because I think she is a fire-based player. And we can take a look at that before I cry. I love the fact that we did see moments where all players had to kind of step up and rally, and there's that moment. There's that almost okay, I did it relief, not like this massive ejection of emotion, but did it with an ace, which is absolutely beautiful. So
she was serving well.
Yeah, so well.
And it shows, I suppose, the rest of the top 10, those trying to break into that space, just how many boxes you've got to be able to tick to knock about. All right, let's talk about ticking all of the boxes by the age of 22. As a young person, Katie, how good was the ebb and flow of that final and the respect between those two players?
Honestly, I love watching a Djokovic versus Alcaraz game. It's so fun to watch. You're seeing the two generations play against each other. It's really incredible. I think Carlos, I don't think he was playing particularly well during that match. I mean, I don't know, Ricky could probably speak more to his game, but I think I've seen him play a lot better than that. But I mean, I was happy for Carlos to do the career Grand Slam, because I think Sinner is close behind him. So I was happy that Alcaraz could get that in the bag. But I will say I was just a little bit heartbroken that Djokovic didn't get that 25th Grand Slam, because I do think this was the tournament that he was going to do it.
I kind of got the feeling he still got it in him. And I think the fans really appreciated that. From that perspective, to have your greats, your modern greats like Sinner and Alcaraz on a court with the Djokovic's still pushing each other, how good is this? We almost don't want a changing of the guard for another few years, right?
Djokovic is, we've always, as the tennis guys, the purists, we all know that he's the one that can adapt the best. His game style is it's like water. He will see what's happening and then he'll adjust, while the other guy's mental strength, he's tough. So that match against Sinner in particular, Djokovic was smashing the ball. It looked easy.
Played
but
his final in the semis.
he was hitting margins that are so small, and he was hitting it so big. And then, in the first set against Carlos, he pulled it off, but then he ran out of gas. To play at that, he was pushing, he was redlining the whole way. So I knew he can't keep it up. But I was thinking, he can't keep this up again. It's impossible. And then you just saw him dip. He missed one forehand, and you just saw him dip. But he showed to us that it can still be done.
Oh, completely.
He decided to go there and. Oh gosh.
And he backed himself, and the
backed
fans
himself.
in Melbourne backed him. So thank you so much to all the Sappers who are sitting in Australia right now, who went out to support. He deserves all of our honours. But young Carlos Alcaraz, the champion on the day, that is a moment in sporting history right there. But well done, young man, the youngest to complete the career Grand Slam. You'll probably get another 5 or 6 Grand Slams I'm talking about. And to think, it all starts with just one humble training session. So maybe your journey can start right now in your living room. Move the coffee table. Let's get moving, guys. I love you. Thank you so much. Man.
Yes, indeed. G-Man has echoed the sentiment that this is your moment. This is your time to get up. This is your time to take advantage of this beautiful vessel you've been blessed with and make the most of life. So I'm going to try to do that right now. And I brought in a big gun to help me bring out the best in me. I've got fitness instructor Annalisa Salman here joining us right now for a high-frequency, easy and fun workout. Now, this might sound intimidating, but don't worry. You can join in right now. So, Lisa, how are we doing this morning?
Ryan, how are you?
I'm excited. It's good to have you back. You're becoming like family now.
Right.
And I think there's a reason for that, because we love your workouts. And I think for Monday morning, there's nothing more perfect than high frequency. Raise our vibrations. How are you going to do that?
So today it's all about intentional movement, right? As we are easing off the year, we're starting off. We don't want no stress. We don't need no motivation. You just need easy workout that you can do it at home.
Sounds perfect. Let's get it going. Monday morning, Mzansi, let's join in. And Lisa's here to take us on a beautiful ride.
So we're going to start with warm-up.
Okay.
Just to warm up our body.
Yeah,
We're going to
get the
start
blood
with,
flowing.
yes, we're going to start with jumping jacks, and then I'm going to demonstrate as we go.
Ooh, I just did my hair all nicely now. It's going to go crazy.
You
That's
don't
fine.
you don't need to worry.
I'm
You don't
here
need
for
to
the
worry.
cause.
I said you don't need to worry about anything. Let's just get moving.
All right, let's go. Ooh, and how many reps would you do of these, Lisa?
We're gonna do 10.
Okay.
Because since we're starting off the year, we just wanna take easy, no rush. You're just meeting your body exactly where you at.
I'm just going to pop my mic back in here now.
No
I didn't
worries,
tighten
you're
up
gonna
my
catch
shorts
me.
well enough. I'll catch up to you right now.
All
but
right.
you keep going. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Okay,
You get
I'm
3
back
more.
in the game.
3, 2, and 1.
All right, the blood's starting to pump. What's next?
Right, so now we're gonna do shuffle, side shuffle, and then I want you to stand straight. You're focusing exactly on the legs. It's all about intentional movement.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna demonstrate. Side, 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 side.
Hey, and I love how straight your
10
back
times.
is when you do that.
Right,
Is that
it's all
important?
about the form.
Okay.
It's all about intentional movement, no rush.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, eh?
Sure.
Okay, how are we
Let's
going
go.
left first?
Left,
Down.
left. There you go.
Ooh,
8.
I like how this is
7.
opening up the legs.
Your legs,
yeah,
yes.
I've been quite stiff in the legs from this weekend.
And then when you go up, you want to sort of like push your legs.
Ooh, yeah.
Put that pressure. You need to feel the stretch.
Feel that.
You need to feel the flexation as well. 3, 2, don't forget to breathe. 1, and that's it.
Okay.
Now we
Feeling
go
warm,
now.
feeling tender, yeah, nice.
That's all the game. So now we're gonna go down to our mats. We're working out core and arms.
Nice.
So, go on high plank. You just do shoulder taps. Make sure you don't wiggle. Your abs are nice and tight. Your hands are under your shoulder.
At least I can definitely feel when you said don't wiggle.
Right?
It makes it so
You feel
much
the
harder.
intensity,
You've got to
right?
use your core so much more.
Definitely.
Such a great cue. Mzansi, I hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're joining along and maybe even started to break a sweat. That's a good thing, right? Now, how many
There you go.
of these?
3,
2.
2,
Woo.
1. Remember, it's one arm. We don't do 1, 1, 1, and then 2.
That's me being
on the
sneaky.
next arm. All right? Now you're gonna come up again.
Okay.
Work on the legs and the
right.
core. It's all about full body.
I see so in the blood and the heart rate keeps pumping. It's fantastic.
Right? So standing crunch, you go down to squats, alternate, down, Make sure you push that leg with power. When you crunch, make sure your core is nice and tight.
Love this. Now, Annalisa, I also know that you're doing some cool stuff like this out in town as well.
Right.
You've got some movements and some practices. Talk to me about what's going on in that space.
So my movement is high frequency, of course.
Okay.
We're all about moving our body with intention, raising our frequency by just moving outdoor.
I love that. And taking advantage of nature as well, which I think is so important.
Definitely. It's also about regulating our nervous system. We know we are working people.
Yeah.
We need to regulate our nervous system all the time.
And we want that glow that you just got right now. I can
Right?
see it coming through, that morning glow,
That's the best way
baby.
to move, to raise our vibration and regulating our nervous system.
Okay.
By just moving our body to do exactly what our body we're designed to do.
Yeah, and it's almost like the older you get as well, it's like use it or lose it. So keep the body stimulated, you keep everything else active. You got anything that we can finish off with?
Of course.
One last one.
Let's go
Zanzi,
down.
join in with us now. Let's get that Monday endorphins
So
pumping.
we're doing glute bridges with a bit of a twist. Glute bridge, and then pulse down, 1, 2. You push
Good
up.
control.
You
So that's like
There
an
we go.
eccentric load there that you're working on.
Definitely.
This is gonna get the booty popping.
Definitely.
Well, listen, Mzansi, while I rip it out here and really take advantage of the fact that this body can move, it's been blessed with life, and I'm getting endorphins right now that I'm gonna thrive on for the rest of the day. I hope you've joined us as well, but you can definitely find Annalise online. She's got an incredible movement community, an incredible opportunity for you to make the most of this thing that you've been blessed with. For now, though, I'm gonna carry on with my reps because I'm taking control of Monday, baby. Nice stuff.
You got me.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with 3 more.
Three.
Good control.
Make sure you squeeze and come up.
Why is it burning so much?
You can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for choosing to join us. Why? Because it's the best place to start your week and to start a brand new culinary journey. Why am I laying it on so thick this morning? Oh, Mzansi, it's back. Color Your Plate with Koo is going to be back on our screens, and this season, it's bigger, it's bolder, and it's all about celebrating the statings, those community drivers who cook for all of us that have kept our kids going. I love this notion, and with the exciting return of the fan favorite All-Stars, we're even more excited, gearing up for Season 5, kicking off on the 15th of Feb on SABC2. So Mzansi Statings will once again have the incredible opportunity to team up with their favorite All-Stars from their favorite seasons and a chance to shine like never before. So joining us today are 3 of the superstar All-Stars returning this season. I don't know how they're feeling yet, if the nerves have kicked in. Bubbles Melo, Mahlatse Mate, and Tabisho Seshokhela. Can we give them a massive round of applause? I just get nervous saying your names again. It's crazy. I can remember, because I've been fortunate enough to work on the back end of your production. So as a voiceover artist, I would often get a sneak peek of the drama before and then be traumatized for the whole day, waiting for you poor guys to go through this. So, Bubbles, I'm going to start with you. Congrats for making it onto the All-Star roster.
Thank you so much.
That is so, so special. Is it going to be different for you this time, or you just got the PTSD, just bracing yourself for the same terror and stress? How are you feeling?
When I got called to come do the show, I was like, oh, traumatized. Because when I left here, I almost burnt the kitchen. So I'm
It's
like,
a lot.
it's a lot
We
for
know,
me.
we
It's
know.
traumatizing, but I think it's such an honor, and I'm back. I'm more confident and no more drama. Just bubbles, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Whatever, I guarantee you, episode 1, you're going to be sitting there crying with a broken bread or something is going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. I must touch the
Most
manifestation
definitely.
station. Tavisha, you've grown so much. You are just looking like you are expanding in every space that you can. How different are you for this season? Do you think it's going to be a different experience?
Sure, that's a good, tough question, but I think it's going to be a really good experience for me. I'm really looking forward to it. I think I've got unfinished business that I need to work
Yes.
out. So yeah, I'm just here bigger and more ideas, and I think I've grown much, much better, and I think I am ready for this competition this season.
And knowing how you guys cook and how you represent yourselves and a little bit of your stories, I know there are other chefs who are going to be looking. And I love that, the fact that there is this healthy competition within the network. I'm seeing a fire in your eyes, though, Mahlatse. That makes me, that should make them a little bit nervous.
I think they are.
Is this yours to win? Where is this confidence coming from? Because you're a different cook now.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been confident. I've always had that thing that I'm the best at what I do. I think if you say it and believe it, then you are it.
Especially on the manifestation station.
Exactly.
Say it loud and proud.
Yeah, so if you believe it, then you are it. So that's where the confidence comes from. And yeah, I'm still cooking, still playing, still being creative. And, you know, I love technical stuff, so that's what I'm still doing.
Oh, we'll put you to the test on all of those fronts.
Oh,
In fact, we will
please.
put you to the test. So what are you going to do differently from within, from a culinary perspective? Now that we know the algorithm, what's that final piece of the puzzle or piece of the cake that needs to slot in for you, do you
I
think?
think this season, the final piece is just being calm. Being calm. Time management is very important, and I think I told myself is being confident in myself, being confident in the dish that I'm putting up, and that's just it. And having fun, obviously, but that attention to detail in everything that I cook is the most important thing that I'm bringing this season, and yeah.
The devil is in the details.
most
It really
definitely.
is. And the divine is in the flavor, my friend. What advice do you have for someone who wants to make their mark in this very pressurized space on TV? What's your go-to tip?
I think I will go back to my value, and I think do what you can do best. And my value is using the South African, my heritage, you know, showcase my heritage and sticking to my roots. That's what I do. And do what you're comfortable, do what you've been doing for the past few years, and just elevate and be creativity. Creativity is the key, and you'll go far.
You will, well, look at you. You are going far. You're a case in point. Is there something you say to yourself? Is there a little voice that comes in, maybe a gogo's voice or someone that speaks to you in those moments? Because I can often hear my mother in a particular tone in my head, literally picking me back up. And it's generally not a positive thing because I was a naughty child. I know for you, what are those words? What's that mantra? How do you deal with the pressure?
So I was somehow raised by my sister. So I grew, my sisters and I have a very big age gap.
Okay.
So when she started doing her own thing, I was still young, you know. So there's a song that she used to play me every morning when she took me to school. It says, "You are the universe, and there is nothing you can do." And ever since then, that has been what she has always told me. So I never limit myself. And yeah, that's the voice. Every time I feel like I'm failing at something, I'm like, "You are the universe, and there is nothing you can do."
I feel like you're a firework. I don't know. I want to say something special, man. No, you guys are amazing. There is nothing that you can't do. Or no, there may be one or two things, and we look forward to you failing at trying those things on Color Your Plate, because it's back.
Yeah.
It is the perfect way to start a love journey with the culinary arts in the month of love. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to be putting them back in the kitchen. You want to talk about PTSD? Let's see if we can get that live TV stress going in just a moment.
Zanzi, we're back. Color Your Plate with Cool returns for season 5 to your screens.
This year, we are not just looking for a cooking star. We're looking for Zanzi's staring duo.
We are bringing back 6 all-stars from previous seasons who will pair up with 6 new talents to compete for the title.
It's bigger, bolder, and more flavorful.
Celebrate the stirrings with us on the new season of Color Your Plate with Cool.
Starts Sunday, 15 February at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to start your week with us. We are hopefully empowering you on every front imaginable this morning. We have been inspired, and we're going to continue to do that. But right now, I want to get real, because I think a lot of people have woken up this morning with their head in pieces. Headaches can show up in so many different ways. Now I've got a lot of your attention. From a dull ache after a long day to maybe that sharper pain that makes it hard to focus or carry on with normal routines, it can scale up quickly. And this morning, we are taking a closer look at what really causes headaches, the everyday habits that can trigger them possibly, and then how to know when a headache is just part of life or something that needs a bit more attention. It's a fine line. And joining us in studio to guide us through it is general practitioner Dr. Bianca Barron. Doc, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Good morning.
This is a weird one to broach because headaches can mean so many different things to different people. And often, in my case, it can be stress-induced. It can be, I know when I've just done wrong all day and my body is bearing the toll. Maybe we can start with the most common types of headaches. Other than my children, what are the things that we generally are dealing with?
Well, definitely tension headaches. And that is usually felt as a band of pressure on your frontal area.
Okay.
Then we have the migraines, which are more unilateral, more piercing in nature. And then with our beautiful Cape Town weather, although it's windy, we have sinus-induced headaches, which is also quite a pressure feeling around perinasal and periorbital area.
And it's, I suppose, the locality of it makes it intense. Even
Correct.
a little bit, you will get maximum value out of that. What are some of those everyday triggers? Because I think we often, in retrospect, will work it out, but we don't preemptively think about that. We'll do it with sinuses, for instance, for hay fever, but not with headaches. So what are some of those more common triggers?
Well, definitely lots of screen time, diets which are high in caffeine, or also dairy products, also uncontrolled hypertension, stress, and definitely dehydration can cause lots of headaches.
Yeah, and I would imagine there's a lot of that going on, and we've been learning lessons about rehydrating with electrolytes as opposed to just with water, which I think a lot of South Africans, certainly in Uppington at 42 degrees today, they're going to be learning that. As a parent, I suppose you're always walking that fine line of it's okay, we can deal with it with a little bit of paracetamol, or this is more serious. And we often don't even consider that for ourselves when we've been, and we'll live with a headache, often migraines, we'll live with this for a while. When do we know we need to get help? When should we be seeing you?
Well, any headaches which are not, usually mild headaches are self-resolving, and they usually pass within a few hours with some good rest, some hydration, or even over-the-counter medication which contain paracetamol or aspirin. Any headaches which last longer than that definitely need to be further investigated.
What are those dangers? What would you be nervous of if a headache was persistent?
Well, definitely headaches, which are associated with fever, neck stiffness, uncontrolled hypertension, or any neurological fallout, such as weakness on one side of your body, or slurred speech, or inability to see. Those are definite headaches that need to be further investigated.
What are some of the practical ways we can manage? Because I think I always leave these sorts of sessions thinking I should be doing check-ins with myself, even daily. But I worry, though. The list is so long now. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's still, that's creaking still, that's still sore. What can we do to mitigate the lesser side of it, the tension, headaches, those sorts of things? What would you recommend?
Well, definitely to get practice good relaxation techniques, decrease your screen time, hydrate, practice a good sleep hygiene, and definitely to get your blood pressure checked regularly.
And these are things that are within our control.
Correct.
And I think that's the frustration of it, that often hits home, is that you realize the penny drops. You're like, I could have done something about this. When we are dealing with something that's a little bit more extreme, and it could be cluster headaches, it could be the migraine, that sort of thing, how do we respond to that immediately? If my wife, for instance, was having a migraine, what is the best way to deal with and treat that?
Well, definitely to move into a dark area with no noise, and then use some over-the-counter medications, as I've mentioned before, which contain paracetamol and aspirin, and just some good rest.
Just chill out. Maybe you take the kids for a few hours and someone else just gets a moment to relax. I think why I want to tread so lightly here is because it is a fine line, and often it can become really intense. We know that we can deal with these things, but we often shouldn't have to. So please seek help. Thank you so much. If anyone wants to connect with you, how can they do that? Where can we find you?
Oh, well, I practice in Military Road, Steenberg, or you can get hold of me on my email, drbiancabarron@telcomsa.net.
All right. Please ask for help if you need it. Doc, thank you. Thank you so, so much. Don't have a headache this morning because I was well rested this weekend and I spent time with the kids. Now, the bottom line is we don't often check in with ourselves. Do it daily, especially if you are suffering from things like recurring headaches that can get quite intense. Seek the help when you need it. And it is so important to understand our headaches, knowing what triggers them, how to mitigate that when they're harmless and when they need proper attention. And whether it's those lifestyle changes, maybe a little extra rest, or getting support from your pharmacist, managing headache pain early can make a massive difference to your everyday comfort. So please, ask for help if you need it. And Trabak is ready when everyday pain hits for those of us who need to lean into that space, because when it comes to headaches, to toothache, to colds and flu just not feeling great, Gogo knows best. It's the trusted pain powder that keeps close because it's ready to work in 8 seconds so you can keep it and you can keep moving. And now the month of love celebrates the love for your Gogo with Trabak and stand a chance to win. Get this, 1 of 10 1,500 Rand cash sends. That's going to help you feel a little bit better at least. All you have to do is pop over to the Trabak Facebook page, then follow the entry steps. Really simple. T's and C's do apply. And I think you can find them on their website. Trabak, the name Gogo knows and trusts, just like us. We'll see you now.
Indeed we will, and we are in the kitchen right now to continue our cool all-star superstars out here, celebrating the moment that they are returning to our kitchen. And one such individual that has gotten me so excited right now is standing next to me and has done the absolute most. I know it's been a long time. I think it was 2022 since we last had you on the screens. But I'm going to talk about him and give him his moment. We're talking about Thabisho Setshogela, and this is a standout contestant from season 2 of Color Your Plate with Koo. He's a culinary storyteller whose journey has taken him far beyond the kitchen now. Since stepping away from the professional cooking space, he's traveled the world, drawn inspiration from diverse cultures and cuisines. So these experiences are now shaping his exciting new venture and a brand new cookbook that weaves together flavor, memory, and storytelling. Thabisho, man, we've done some things, yeah?
We've pushed hard.
Yeah, dude, it's such an honor to have you back in the kitchen. I'm really excited about this one. Before we get too caught up in the conversation, let's talk about what you're actually preparing for us. What's your show-off meal this morning?
Yeah, so today what we're doing is called the Dream Pap Crust Dream.
Dream Pap Crust Dream?
Yeah, because it's that we're changing everything. We're elevating South African flavors into some new exciting products. And what we're doing is we don't want to have pap and then be heavy the whole day. You can also have it as a light meal. And today we're going to be just showing what we can do with the pap, different one.
You've basically reinvented pap. Bro, that's crazy, man. Man's reinvented the wheel.
We changed the whole thing. We're changing it to different
Talk to me about how we're doing this. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing, you can maybe be helping me with doing some salsa here.
Salsa?
Everything that I chopped already for you.
Okay, so we got onions going in here?
Onions going in there.
All right.
And then I will do aubergine here.
Okay,
some
are you going to grill that?
Yes, I'm going to grill this one.
Okay, nice. I've got some peppers and chilies going in here. Am I throwing the salt in as well?
Just a little bit.
Salt goes in.
Yeah.
And then what is this? Garlic and
Garlic.
ginger?
You need to use in the micro pan. Have you cooked before?
Oh,
you can use some micro pan.
Hey, Thabisho is calling me out here on live TV, guys.
No, I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
Listen, I'm nowhere near your level, so keep checking. I'm not the pro, and I need as much advice as I can. So I'm going to be popping this in here, microplaning it. What are you looking for with the aubergine there? What's the...
So I need to make it soft, and obviously I'm going to then marinate it in lemon.
Ooh, get it zesty.
And some olive oil, and then put together, and then you will see nice plated stuff. It's simple like that.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, what does the aubergine have to do with pap? It's crazy what you've done here. You've elevated this one for sure.
I'm trying to go healthy.
And I think that's what South Africa needs. We need some of the old, good, nostalgic food, but made the right way. The new school way, looking after and ticking the boxes of health. So thank you for doing that, Thabisho. I'm still at work here. Am I worthy of a sous chef yet?
Not yet.
This guy looks so disappointed in me.
Not yet.
You've got high standards, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's because you've been traveling the world, eh?
Yeah, it's because of that. Let me just go behind you and get something here.
So talk to me about these experiences since obviously being on the show. You've traveled the world, you've pulled in some incredible spots with cuisine, flavor. How's that influenced your cooking?
I think it's because now what we're doing is we're learning how the other cuisine works and what they do and what we do in South Africa and try to compare around everything and see what we do different and what they do different.
So you get to compare,
To compare, analyze,
take the best
and
of the
check,
best.
yeah, and then just to see how we match in the world.
Check it you out here, man. It's in the Disneyland.
Sure.
Mr. International.
Yeah, I was in Disneyland.
When
yeah.
was that?
This was last year, around
Nice.
February. Yeah.
Nice. Bro, this is what I'm saying. It's an honor to have you
Mickey.
here now.
I was with Mickey Mouse.
Okay, and this one over here? What coastline is this?
I was in Greece, Santorini. Yeah.
Bro, you've
That
been
was
doing
good.
some things.
Oh,
that's the
bro,
Colosseum, right?
The Colosseum, yeah.
Bro, what a beautiful place that
That's
is,
me.
eh?
I've been traveling. That's great.
Oh, man.
It's good
Okay,
to be
what
a
is
chef.
more? What is this?
So this is a place that stole my heart. It's called Montenegro.
Montenegro, yeah,
Montenegro, yeah. There's a place there.
Bro, I'm
stole my
jealous,
heart,
eh?
that one.
You've been
Why
doing
you being
some
jealous?
things.
You're on TV.
So this is obviously what's giving you this international experience, this worldly experience. I know you're busy with the aubergine right now. Talk to me about how I finished the salsa. I microplaned the garlic
Get
in
some
here as
little
well.
bit of oil inside, and we're gonna put the tomato.
Okay, so tomato, that's just been chopped up.
Yes.
That's gonna go inside there.
Inside
Am I
there.
adding some of the lemon in?
Just one, yes.
Okay, so just squeeze that in there.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much done on my side, right?
Yeah.
What are the
basically
peaches
done.
for?
The peaches for you to chop, but I don't want you to chop.
Oh, okay, so I can just put them straight
You
in?
can just put them straight in for you.
Whoa, and do you want me to keep some of the oil?
Just take like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Wow, this is some interesting stuff. So this is the salsa that's going on right now. We've got the aubergines in the pan getting grilled up, and we are making something absolutely spectacular here with Tabiso. You can find some of this inspiration online. We've got about a minute left, so Tabiso, I know you love pressure,
Yeah.
seeing that you are one of the all-stars on Coloring Your Plate with Koo. Talk to me as quick as you can about how do we make this a finished product.
So we're gonna all play it together quickly, but basically what you need to do is just take the salsa and make it chunky, because it doesn't matter how you put it. You can make big, you can make small.
I like that.
All I need to
chunkiness.
do
Yeah,
is
that's-
and then put that.
And again, this is pap.
This is pap.
Pap. It looks like it's been like grilled or fried.
Yeah, you fry it, but also what you can do is normally you also want it to go thinner.
Yeah.
But I make it bigger for everyone to see it. You
For
know,
the
to see
camera.
this- For the camera.
Nice. So
you
these could
can
be
see the
little
pap.
small snacks that you make.
Snack
little
you can make.
herbs.
Yeah, it's like
This is-
more like a hummus, and then we have like a cracker. But the cracker is a pap.
Tabiso, this is fancy, bro.
Yeah, you
This
use
is
like a pap for
nice.
it.
I feel
As a
like I should be
cracker.
at like a red carpet event here, something like an award show or something just absolutely spectacular.
As
This
long
is
as,
divine.
as long as it's outdoor and we are using fire to cook. Count
I like that. That's the South African way, yeah?
me in. Yeah, South African way.
Tabiso,
So
this is
pesto
amazing.
here. You can always make a smaller version of this, and basically that's it. You don't have to do much.
Well, what I'm looking at right now is possibly one of my new favorites when it comes to the competition. We're talking about the All-Star Edition. This is Tabiso that has just shown off something ridiculous. Look at this. I've never seen pap look
Yeah,
as
that's for you.
extraordinary, as elevated, and as magnificent. And I think this is something that I'm gonna have to tuck in right now. Can I try that out?
Yeah, you can try it out.
Is it ready?
It's ready for you to try. But please don't eat a lot.
How do
Leave
I
me
do
some.
this? Let me grab a spoon here.
You can grab a spoon.
Zanzi, while I tuck into this, obviously you can find a little inspiration on expressoshow.com. We've got more of this magic in a bit, but let me just try a little piece of the good stuff. We've got pap in there. Bro, you've taken me all
Get
over
it?
the world and back to South Africa, and I absolutely love it. Yeah!
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed
High
it.
five, bro. Zanzi,
Yeah.
we'll see you after this. This deliciousness is not going to get anything other than better and better and better.
better.
Well done, bro. Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Unbelievable.
Make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, you beautiful people. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's just gone on the hour, and that means perfecto in terms of timing and the best time that we can bring in official duties once again. So I'm going to start off with the national news headlines. And convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester has been transferred to the super maximum Ebongweni Correctional Center in Kokstad. Now, he was previously held at the Kgosi Mampuru II Correctional Center in Pretoria. And the Department of Correctional Services says offender transfers are routine and guided by security risk assessments to maintain safety and stability within facilities and the justice system. Now, Bester will continue receiving appropriate care with full access to legal representation, family communication, and court processes. Now, his trial, linked to his 2022 Mangwang prison escape, is expected to begin in July. While sticking to national headlines, and the South African Medical Research Council has warned of serious health risks following flooding in parts of Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Now, standing water, damaged sanitation systems, and limited healthcare access pose immediate and long-term threats to vulnerable communities. Now, South Africa has declared a national disaster after several severe weather caused deadly floods. And the Department of Water and Sanitation says water quality testing has been intensified, with treatment works adjusting chemical dosing and chlorination levels. Authorities say communicating test results to communities remains a priority as repair costs rise into the billions. Now, moving on to international headlines, and Iran's parliament has declared European countries' armies terrorist groups following the European Union's decision to designate the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization. Now, lawmakers staged a show of solidarity with the Guards during a parliamentary session marking the anniversary of Iran's 1979 revolution. Now, the move is based on legislation passed in 2019 after a similar U.S. designation. Now, while the immediate impact remains unclear, the decision adds to already strained relations between Tehran and Western nations amid ongoing regional and diplomatic tensions. Well, next up, authorities in Egypt are set to begin a major renovation of Alexandria's historic Rummel tramline, replacing the century-old system with digitally controlled light rail. Now, the upgrade aims to double travel speeds, cut journey times, and increase passenger capacity along the nearly 14-kilometer route, while officials say the project supports broader transport modernization. Some commuters fear construction disruptions and higher fares. Now, others are mourning the loss of a cherished city landmark, with the double-decker trams long regarded as a symbol of Alexandria's heritage and daily life. Well, lastly, in this round of headlines, what started as a simple invitation has grown into a heartfelt commitment to children's mental health. Now, after taking part last year, a Cape Town co-working community is returning for the Little Lions Loop on 9th of February, sponsoring 10 mental health coaching sessions for children and encouraging widespread participation. Now, the 5-kilometer run and walk raises funds to give young people in Khayelitsha, Umfoleni, and beyond access to emotional support they might otherwise never receive. Now, open to all fitness levels, the event focuses on togetherness rather than speed. Now, every 250 Rand helps one child build confidence and resilience, turning each step into a powerful act of care. Well, hopefully we carry on with some powerful stories in the world of sport, because here's G-Man with the latest.
Finding form at just the right time. Let's start with the local teams and the URC and the Bulls delivering a resounding statement this weekend by demolishing the Lions on Derby Day, 52-17 at Ellis Park, showcasing some major forward dominance and that growing momentum. Then down in Durbs, likewise, the Sharks confirming their revival with a hard-fought 36-24 win over the Stormers, who didn't play that badly, controlling key areas to claim back-to-back Derby victory now as well. Now let's get into the year's first Grand Slam. It hasn't disappointed. Alina Rybakina has claimed her second Grand Slam by edging world number 1 Arina Sabalenka 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in a gripping Australian Open final. Oh, she looked very strong. While Carlos Alcaraz made history, followed that by defeating Novak Djokovic in 4 sets to win his first Melbourne title and become the youngest man to complete that career Grand Slam. I think the first of a few unbelievable moments in tennis. Then we turn to cricket now as the T20 form, the local franchise form continues, and not just for the Proteas. Sai Hope and Shimron Hetmeyer, they both scored 48 as the West Indies reached 114 for 3 from their 10 overs. That was obviously in a rain-affected match, securing a 6-run DLS win over South Africa at the Wanderers. So Quinton de Kock did get a brisk start and gave the Proteas some hope, but a late collapse then saw them fall short. So the Proteas now turn their attention to preparing for their final T20 World Cup warm-up game up against India, and that's this week, Wednesday. Now we can get back into the footballing tail of the tape, and what a weekend for Arsenal. What a season. They eased past Leeds 4-0 at Ellen Road, now extending their lead over Man City and Aston Villa to 7 points at the summit. And City were held to a 2-2 draw by Tottenham. Must have felt like a win for Thomas Frank's boys. While Aston Villa, they'll be burning, suffering a 1-0 home defeat to 10-man Brentford, losing some ground there, leaving Arsenal now in prime position as the Premier League title race certainly intensifies, and the fans are loving it. That's where we leave it for now. We'll touch on those headlines again around 8 o'clock. Normally around this time, the traffic should be up and running. Let's see if there's anything to report on.
Oh, that's right, G-Man. Thank you so much. And yes, let's get you to work and out on the road safely. Now, we're going to start off with some news from Benoni in Gauteng. Now, an accident has occurred on the N12 westbound, and that's after the ramp from Putfontein Road. Now, two right lanes are blocked, so as you can see from the visuals, please plan your route accordingly. Moving to Cape Town next, in Blue Down specifically, there's been an accident reported on Hindle Bridge at the R300 southbound ramp. Now, traffic is slowly moving in the area, but there aren't too many delays at this time. Again, though, we are going to ask you, drivers out there and everybody, we're advising you to remain cautious while passing through the scene. And I think for anybody heading out on the roads this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan your routes accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out now what's happening in the world of weather. Now, starting off in Polokwane. Now, you're starting the week off with thunderstorms, so hopefully you can stay dry. Temperatures starting at 17 degrees, reaching a nice warm 30, and light winds expected from the north. The rest of the week, high temperatures and not too many wet conditions, so hopefully you can enjoy what's up ahead. Klerksdorp up next, and you can expect scattered thunderstorms for your region. Temperatures starting off at 17 degrees, reaching a scorching 33. Light winds from the northwest, and for the rest of the week, the temperatures remain in the lower 30s, and it looks like it's getting a little bit wet towards the weekend. Pretoria experiencing mostly cloudy skies accompanied by scattered thunderstorms. Light winds expected from the northwest, and temperatures ranging from 17 to a mid 30 degrees today, and for the rest of the week, mild 30s with rainfall expected over the next few days. Over in Johannesburg, there's a bit of cloudy skies and scattered thunderstorms expected today. Your temperatures are going to be ranging from 15 degrees all the way to 27. Light winds coming from the northwest, and for the rest of the week, you've got a period of wet weather, rainy conditions forecasted, and it's looking like a moderate temperature too. Mbombela brings something interesting this afternoon. Thunderstorms and light winds from the northeast, and temperatures starting off at 19 all the way up to 30 degrees Celsius. For the rest of the week, you remain in the 30s, some sunshine in the middle of the week, and then the weekend brings a little bit of rain. Bloemfontein, however, partly cloudy conditions, some scattered thunderstorms and light winds from the northwest, so some more wet conditions, but some weird temperatures from 18 to a scorching 36 degrees, and for the rest of the week, it continues to be quite high temperatures in the 30s, so hopefully you can enjoy that. Over in the coast in Richards Bay, also some partly cloudy skies, a low of 24 and a high of 32 degrees. Moderate winds expected to come through from the northeast, but hopefully for the rest of the week, forecasted up until Thursday, clear skies and warm temperatures. Over in Durban, you can expect mostly cloudy skies, temperatures ranging from between 24 to 30 degrees today, and winds coming through from the northeast. High temperatures forecasted for the rest of the week, so hopefully you can enjoy that. A little bit of rain in the middle, but mostly partly cloudy. Over in Mthatha, today's a little bit of thunderstorms to scattered showers, temperatures ranging from 20 all the way to 33 degrees, and light winds expected from the southeast. Heavy rainfall is definitely expected for the rest of the week, so stay dry if you can and stay safe out there. Craddock, your region brings more scattered thunderstorms. It's definitely wet out there in South Africa. You can experience a low of 20 all the way up to a high of 38 degrees today. Moderate winds from the west and definitely high temperatures in the lower to upper 30s, all forecasted for the rest of the week. Chikubecha, partly cloudy skies today. Temperatures ranging from 22 to 28 degrees. Moderate winds expected from the east and warm temperatures accompanied by rain for the rest of the week. Enjoy that, stay dry. It looks like a sunny weekend at least to look forward to. Over out in George, though, today brings some partly cloudy conditions. Hopefully not too many thunderstorms like the rest of the world, but temperatures are ranging from 19 to 26 degrees. Light winds expected from the south and rainfall definitely expected for the next couple of days. Moving over to the mother city next. Now, you start off your Monday with cloudy morning skies, transitioning to sunny conditions. Of course, it's a windy city indeed, 34 kilometers per hour with gusts coming through from the south and temperatures ranging from 19 to a moderately cool 23 degrees. Looks like much of the week is the same. Windy weather continues over the next couple of days and some light rainfall expected tomorrow. Sutherland, I'm sure, is bringing the heat, though. In contrast, abundant sunshine. Temperatures will range from a chilly 14 and then climb to a scorching 31 degrees. Moderate winds from the west. And let's see what's happening for the rest of the week. Looks rather nice out there. Moderate temperatures forecasted all the way from Wednesday to Thursday. It's looking good indeed. Over in Kimberley, today you bring sunny conditions. Your region's temperatures range from 19 all the way to 38. And listen, you better be warned because the rest of the week it's hot, hot, hot. Ranging in the high 30s, a little bit of wetness on Thursday, but it's a warm one for all of you, so get conditioned. Uppington, to send us off today, you're experiencing partly cloudy skies accompanied by light winds from the southwest. The temps are starting off at 20, but all the way up to 41 degrees. And check out the rest of the week. Nothing lower than 38 degrees in terms of your maximum. So lots of heat coming through in Uppington. And the rest of the country's cycling weather conditions is what you can see right now. Looks interesting indeed. But what's even more interesting is what Louise Cherry has sent in all the way from Maybury Park in Alberton. Check this out. Bright, bold, and beautiful. What an incredible sunrise. It looks like a picture. Was this Van Gogh? Who was this? This is amazing. I love this shot. Thank you so much for sending it through. 27 degrees is what you can expect for the weather conditions on your side of town. But what a beautiful shot. I think we've got our winner for the morning, but we've got one more round to go. 063 036 9649 is the number that we want you to share your sunrise view, because why? We just absolutely love it. You know what else we love? Is a good plug to a whole lot of moolah. G-Man, what you got for us, bro?
First of all, this is the Louise G. Cherry smile, because every time I hear that Cherry, I just feel cheery. I love you, Louise. Thank you so much for being like our most ardent fan on the show. Let's see if we can reward you just a little bit, seeing as Raul, I'm sure, just told you to toughen up with the heat in Uppington and Kimberley. No jokes there. Just please look after yourselves. Maybe stay indoors a little bit longer and think of your lucky numbers. Why? Because every day could be double payday when you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand in the jackpot, and then the newly added Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand added to the jackpot this Monday. So please, don't get left behind. Get your tickets in store with a big fat smile on your face. Go nationallottery.co.za right now online. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can dial *120 *7529 hash. Follow the USSD, easy peasy. And you can follow all of those prompts on the Expresso social pages. So please do yourself a favor, go and check out the amazing content and hopefully put yourself in line to win big.
Hey,
did you really just tell people to condition themselves for 41 degrees?
How do you actually do that, though, bro?
I don't think you can.
Just lum in the sky here. That's all you got to do today, my friend.
Aloe vera. Just start pre-treating with aloe vera.
And the problem is that we've got guests that are just going to heat the studio up even more. We've got Nandi coming through now, our artist of the day, and I can't wait to chat to her. We're going to find out everything about her and then also hear her vocals. Wow, wow, wow. Tessie Nandi is just doing it.
She makes you so sad. She's got such a beautiful voice, and she's actually a really happy, lovely
I know.
So I want to know what's made her so sad. Okay, please, if you could share some love and continue to share love on the socials, go and take a look at the question we are asking you this morning, honouring the month of love. We're going to continue to celebrate that as we celebrate the All-Stars and Colour Your Plate. More cooking to be done as well. But cannot wait for that performance from Tessie Nandi in just a moment.
I came back. No, I want to just do this. Hide from you. Yeah, he is, right?
Haven't rushed the perfection.
No.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, you beautiful people. Yes, I'm talking to you. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. We are live, and I'm even more excited than ever because, listen, Tessie Nandi is in the building. She's a Cape Town-based singer-songwriter that creates music that sits between soulful R&B and introspective alternative sounds. Now, rooted in vulnerability and emotional honesty, her work explores love, identity, and the quiet weight of growing up. Now, with her latest release, Embody, she reflects on sadness as both a burden and comfort, inviting listeners into a deeply personal yet relatable space. So before we find out even more about it, let's take a look at the magic.
Heaviness fell from the sky and landed itself on these shoulders of mine. I tend to make sadness a habit. Why does it bring me peace of mind? Born to embody melancholy. I'm always fading.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Tessie Nandi in the building! Pew, 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 pew.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no, thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
Third time?
Yeah,
You
third
family
time.
now, it's official.
I think
okay.
so.
I'm going to call you my sister.
Yeah, at this point.
So clearly you're good, excited I'm sure as well?
Yes, very.
But talk to me about the emotion here, because I know we're hopping on the sadness, we're hopping on how you turn that into your art, but it's a sadness that doesn't make me feel like too deeply sad. It's like one that's giving me comfort in a weird way. What was the emotion you were trying to convey in this?
So, I mean, with Embody, it wasn't about just the feeling, it was just a quiet acceptance that
Okay.
maybe I'm just born this way, but also just being okay in being not okay as well. Yeah.
I love that. It's okay to not be okay.
Yes.
And I think that's possibly what resonates a lot with your music. I know we often talk about the nuances of sadness and that emotion, but it does seem to be a common theme in how you express. Is this because of experience, or is this just like your way of articulating?
Both. I mean, I write very personal stuff, and you know, sometimes you're told that you're too sensitive and it's seen as like criticism, but I think there's something so beautiful in being so in touch with your emotions, because if I wasn't so sensitive, I wouldn't be able to write the kind of things that I do.
And I think it's not just the sensitivity, but the experience you've had in doing this. We always chat to artists and figure out that when writing music, it's far beyond just an expression. It's like a form of therapy.
It is.
And for
It's
someone
very
that's
healing.
yeah, for someone like you, I mean, was it not 15 years old when you started writing and started working in the space? So since that age, you've been going through a powerful form of therapy, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
that's true. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it that way. That's beautiful.
So forcing yourself to process and understand things on such a deeper level, is this how you've obviously then understood yourself?
Definitely. I mean, for sure. I mean, I understand what I need to do in order to feel better about a situation. I mean, as soon as I go through something, I write it down, and I immediately feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I mean, that's how I started in the first place. I mean, I was 15 and experiencing things that I had never experienced before, feeling all these intense emotions. And so I started journaling. And then journaling turned into poems, and then I remembered that I could play instruments and sing, and then
Oh, wow. So how much of what you're writing out or writing down now actually turns into music?
I think I'm definitely a perfectionist. So, I mean, I would say not a lot. I'm very particular about the kind of stuff that I want to put out there. So, yeah.
And I mean, like you've grown up on stage, so this has shaped you. It's shaped the artist that you've become today, and it's possibly shaped the way that you don't seem to rush your perfection. We spoke about it off camera.
Yeah.
I mean, how much time did you put into Embody as an example?
It took a while. I mean, it sounded completely different when I first brought it to the producers, like completely different. It actually sounded very depressing. So I'm glad that we at least made the instrumental a little bit happier. It took a while, I think, to write it for me. Definitely it took a while. So yeah, I mean, if I'm not happy with something, then I don't want it out there.
Listen, I have this weird moment in the weekend. I met an artist that I'm a fan of, and I wanted to say something nice, to say like, thank you for just allowing me to enjoy your music.
Yeah.
What would you hope that artist would say to you, knowing that they resonate with your sound, they resonate with what you're putting out on that page? What would really give you that sort of intentional feedback that you are looking for when you're putting it out there?
I mean, I would hope that they feel seen, understood, and validated. I think often with human interactions, sometimes there can be a lack of understanding or empathy. I mean, emotions can get misunderstood very, very easily. And I think that's where music steps in and it fills that gap, where it offers a space where you feel seen. And I hope that my music can do that for people.
I think right now, especially this morning, seeing that you're on live TV, South Africa is going to be seen, and that's thanks to you. I can't wait to hear you perform. For now, though, I just want to say thank you for coming back, sharing your incredible energy with us. And I think for Monday morning, there's nothing sad about this one, just excitement and anticipation. So thank you again. And Mzansi, listen, brace yourselves. It's going to get good. And I think we need to warm up the bellies before we do just that.
Welcome back to the kitchen. We're going to be spending a lot of time in the kitchen and watching it. Why? Season 3 winner of Colour Your Plate with Korea's back for Season 5. Matlatse Mate, who has been a formidable force in the culinary space since the win, or even before that. Her cake business has now grown leaps and bounds. She's expanded her creativity, if you can even believe that, into more spaces, the world of food styling now, and she's also taken on her most rewarding, and I would imagine challenging role yet, being a mom to her gorgeous 4-year-old. And today she brings her signature flair and creativity and love for colour to the table with a hearty, creamy coup butter bean recipe. So good to have you in our kitchen.
Hi.
I love your vibe. I loved it on the show. We could see your confidence when you took Season 3. So I'm so glad we're getting to see where you are now. That is very exciting. But before we delve in, can you tell us what we are creating this morning?
So hi again. This morning we're gonna be making our creamy coup butter beans. Ooh. This can work on its own, as a side, as a dip. So this is my take on replacing like a pasta. So you can eat it on its own, or you can eat it with a bread, or you can eat it with a rice. Ooh. So yeah, that's what we're making. It's very nice, creamy, salty from the bacon, a little bit of spice from the chilies. It's going to be extremely delicious.
And very nuanced for a bean recipe, which I absolutely love. But this is a modality we know in South Africa, and this is why I love you so much. You'll take something that we've probably looked at in our pantry a million times and see it differently. So I'm going to let you take the helm. I will be your passerer. Whatever you need, I am here to pass. And as you know, this is TV land. So we cook fast and we cook under pressure. I'm so sorry that you're going to be screamed at by judges soon and that you're going to have to get in. But you do have this kind of calm about you, which is great. And I suppose as a business owner, it's all on you all the time anyway. So the stakes are always high. If it's your business, your cake, you know, your business rests on every cake that you put out there.
Yes.
How have you evolved as a chef? What do you think is going to be different about the way that you cook and bake now?
To be honest, I haven't evolved that much, but I still love being technical in the kitchen. I still like trying out new recipes. So I'm still pretty much the same. I still keep to the same things that I was taught in culinary school, per se. So yeah.
I always think it's like jazz. You know, you gotta have the basics down before you start experimenting.
Exactly.
So we're cooking our mushrooms. I mean our onions first.
Yes. No. Actually, we have to do our bacon first. So you do this in a cold pan.
Okay.
So this is done already. It's ready. You do this in a cold pan, and then you take it out, and then with the same fat from the bacon, so you're gonna render it, and then you're gonna cook your onions in it.
And what's the vibe with the onions here? When we say they kind of go translucent, you can see the color changing immediately.
Yes.
I suppose onions have quite a high sugar content, and we have a danger of kind of pushing them too far.
Yes, yes. So we don't want them caramelized. We want them just cooked. So you're going to cook them nicely just to release that flavor. So you don't caramelize it. Don't take it, just soft. Don't take it too far. So once they're nice and translucent, you can please pass me the garlic.
Go.
Thank you.
I like the way you're making me feel like a valued member of this team.
Oh, you're doing so great. I have a new sous chef now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you wish you got a sous chef on the show?
Yes, I do.
Would that be awesome if you could have someone to scream at and transfer all of your pressure onto?
100%. That would be so nice, actually, and give them all the chopping jobs.
Exactly. What culinary school did you go to?
I went to Staines Culinary School in Hatfield.
Come on over, man. Maybe you got a couple of students who want to just be our human shield for the most amazing season of. Oh, that looks lovely.
Right?
And I see again.
Can you smell it?
Yeah, you release it, but what I love is you do just enough to release the flavors. Don't just hammer it and destroy it. Okay, that is smelling and seeming beautiful.
Yes, and then we're going to add in our seasonings. So we need some of that crushed chili.
There we go.
Depending how hot you like it. I like it pretty hot.
Go for it,
and then some paprika.
And that's also, you can get heat through spice and flavor. It doesn't always have to be shotgun chili effect.
Exactly.
You can build up that warmth and that heat like a curry, you know?
Yes, and then can we get some of that thyme?
Some of the thyme.
Some of the thyme.
Are you precious about stalks?
No, I'm just going to put it in like
this
that.
Way.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love the way that we've got it here with some bruschetta vibes. Like,
yes.
And I think that'll be on the menu a little bit later. But texture is vitally important for something like this. With the beans, you're going to need like a counterfoil.
Yes,
but it's
100%.
looking like a stew. Okay, we've got about 1.5 minutes.
All right, so we're going to... No, we're almost done. So we're going to add in our cream in there.
Your tone said, don't come and give me my reality show cooking time pressure here in my kitchen. Okay?
Then we're going to add in our butter beans.
And then the beans.
The beans go in. So these are ready to eat just like this. So we're just heating them through.
Thank you, Koo.
Yeah, thank you very much, Koo.
I've been introducing a lot more beans, legumes, getting a bit more creative with cooking with them because they do offer such good fiber. Often you can get proteins, you can get just amazing nutrients from a bean.
Yes.
And it's economically one of the most accessible foods we have in the country.
And Koo makes it extremely convenient.
But she's going to a matric dance today. Yeah.
Are you
Beautiful,
excited?
yeah.
Then we can add in some of that spinach.
I'm going to just throw it in.
Yeah, just scatter it around. So the heat is going to wilt the spinach already, so you don't need to cook it.
And baby spinach is lacquer from that perspective as well. I think it's got a beautiful flavor profile.
Fine.
No one gets left behind. There we go.
Then from here, we are donezies. You just set it aside. The heat is going to just do its thing. Yeah, that's it. And then...
Oh, wow.
You let the heat do its thing there. The spinach is going to go even more.
Oh, but you still get that beautiful pop of color.
Yes, you do.
I would look. To be honest, I would chop up some bird's eye chilies and throw it all over it. But you can be a bit more rational with your chili choices. Season to taste.
Season to taste. Very important to season.
Magical. So all we need is a little sounding board. I'm going to actually deny you a spoon, and you've got to eat it either with a piece of bread or your hands. That's the bottom line.
That's the thing.
Oh, I'm thinking some pop in here as well.
With some bacon there and more parmesan.
Oh, absolutely
And then there we
beautiful.
go. This is the easiest, yummiest dish you can make.
I'm going to call them Cinderella beans. They started as a little tin of beans. Now it's a princess. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, Matlatsi, absolutely brilliant. Good luck.
Thank you.
For season 5, the all-star season.
I cannot wait.
Come on. You know you made it when you're officially an all-star. It's going to be thrilling. It's going to be terrifying. We know how tense it is.
Yeah.
But it's going to reveal who the big guns, the next generation of culinary stars are. So we are here for that. Likewise, a beautiful performance to add the right kind of emotion this morning.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
There it is. We're back. We're back at work. We're back at school. And we love the smell of stationery. I don't know. I think it's a weird thing, but we do, as South Africans, love stationery for some reason.
I think we do, man. It's like, you know, when you're going to like a fitness event and you get like a new pair of shoes,
for sure.
it kind of makes you run a little bit better.
Cricket kit.
Yeah, so stationery is just like this, right? And it's a new school year, which means a fresh page, a new routine, and new goals to work towards. Now, with the right stationery by your side, staying organized is easier. And Artline is everything you need to start strong. That's what we're about. Jiman, I want to ask an important question, though, because we all have our different types of how we do things, how we organize. Are you a planner person or a write it on your hand person, like crib notes?
It's weird. It's weird that you ask me this question, because I circle through about 20 lists in my head before one will distill into an actual list, which will often have no reality. It's just there so that I've got some kind of reference point or whatever. It's quite a thing living with my head at the moment. Well, just in general.
I was going to say, if all your thoughts were color, it'd be a rainbow in there.
But the funny thing is, I would establish one way of studying and figure it out, and then be completely different the next year. I'm fluid in that, and I've begun to realize it depends on what's driving the passion behind what I'm doing. So I use emotional relevance to really learn and take things on board. So if it means something to me, then but unfortunately, not every subject at school can mean something emotionally to you. So
That's kind of interesting, because at the same time, like we sometimes think we have to develop one system, but why not apply the best system to the best scenario?
When you're live on air and you're surrounded by 50 people and you've got 3 minutes to do it, what are you going to draw? If you've got 3 days to sit on your own while you're studying for that exam, what is that going to look like?
Different systems, different intentions,
I
and
say that
different
like
outcomes.
I understand how to use my own brain.
We're still
I have
figuring
no
it out.
idea, dude. I'm still looking for the manual. I haven't found the English in the manual yet. There's French, there's all sorts of other...
I can be honest and say that I failed miserably with implementing a system in school. So discovering it now has been like a kick in the
it's a little bit like, come on,
hindsight, but also like, okay, it's never too late to learn something new. And color association for me, just breaking things down, has been such a beautiful way to understand things and use it in this day and age. It's never too late, man.
I've found now, if I have to write a document that is précis, that is concise, it'll come from a whiteboard thing of pictures. I can't write something and whittle it down. So we are very visual in that same stake. I think everyone has a different modality, and it's going to change with the season of life that you're in. Maybe the modality that you require just needs that one small little thing to take you there. And we've got not one small little thing, but all of the things to give you. Artline are giving you guys the chance to win a year's supply of stationery worth 5,000.
And it just is so easy to get involved. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following: which Artline stationery item helps you stay neat, organized, and ready to learn? Now, don't forget to use the hashtag ArtlineAfrica in your answer, and reminder that the competition closes Wednesday, the 25th of Feb, and your T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com.
So I'll tell you what I actually did during school. So I had a wonderful friend called Conrad Robenheimer, who was like a creative genius, and we used to play this game.
Javelin?
No, we would just draw an arrow on each other's pages, and then you would have to draw a picture, a doodle around the arrow. We passed about a year's worth of school just doing that. So this is what you don't use your stationery for at school, but I thought that was quite cool.
I think the arrow should be pointing to something spectacular happening next.
It is
so turn it the right direction.
And
you think of spectacular, we're talking about Tessie Nandi in the building. Let's go!
Hi, I'm Tessie Nandi. I'm a 20-year-old singer-songwriter. Today I'm joined by the amazing Neaton Adams, who will be accompanying me on the guitar. And the first song I'll be performing is unreleased, and it's called Missing Part. Hope you enjoy. Not a second goes by that I don't think about the kind of person that you might be.
of all the things that we could maybe do together. That's if you ever come looking for me. But I'm so impatient, I don't have no patience. I don't wanna wait any longer. All these years without you make me grow fonder. But how can you love something you've never even had? I'll leave by the morning with a backpack slung over my left shoulder. Can't say when I'll be back, so I won't tell you. I'll be out of here around 2:30 with my sneakers on and a white t-shirt and my blue ripped jeans. I'll be searching and looking for that missing part of me. If you could look inside my mind, you'd only see your face. Picture of somebody who doesn't know my name, And every stranger in the street could be you. If I saw you, would I know what to do? But I'm so impatient, I don't have no patience. I don't wanna wait any longer. All these years without you make me grow fonder. But how can you love something you've never even had? I'll leave by the morning with a backpack slung over my left shoulder. Can't say when I'll be back, so I won't tell you. With my sneakers on and a white t-shirt and my blue ripped jeans, I'll be searching and looking for that missing part of me. I will be searching and looking for that missing part of me. Only you can make my day. I said yeah.
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
Damn. I just walked in here literally 10 seconds ago. I speak. I never speak like that. I try to speak. So you guys, thank you. Nothing's possible without you. Your love and over. Shit. Happy Black History Month for the rest of my life. Listen, I want to remind everyone. Shit.
Happy to be nominated and in such an incredible category, and thank you so much to Corliss, who was the main producer.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, and Zanzi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let me tell you, there's so much that's happened this weekend and so much that is happening right now with exciting news coming through, Tim Zanzi. We're going to be bringing you the latest from music's biggest night. We're talking about the 2026 Grammy Awards, and alongside me to discuss this electrifying energy, we got the G-Man, and of course next to him, Delucia Daniels, an award-winning Good Up FM radio producer. So let's give her a Feel Good welcome!
What's no Formula One to talk about this morning. Come on,
No,
girl.
but wait. Give me like a few weeks after real pre-season testing, and we'll be back.
We'll be back. Now, we are here to talk about this because the party's still happening, right?
Yeah.
There are
Literally,
still
like,
some people going now.
As of while we speak, it's probably just finished. They are into the after party
People
moment.
have done their outfit changes already. We're going to see the footage soon. We're going to see who's going to come out alive at the end of the
Oh,
night.
yeah. High heels are off, y'all. We be barefoot.
So let's talk about what's been happening. Trevor Noah, firstly,
Yeah.
back as host. South Africa is celebrating this moment. How cool is this for this man, all right?
I mean, 6 times in a row to be hosting such a massive event
That's
in
not luck.
America. Dude, that's just pure talent.
That's not luck, yeah.
Some of his monologues were absolutely hilarious. We know that this man is incredibly intelligent. It takes a certain type of human to host a show, much as a comedian to do it.
And especially to bring in political commentary or to drive that person sitting right there who's like the most famous musician in the world, and everyone laughs.
He even said Nicki Minaj isn't there. She's still at the White House working with Trump. So he did take a few stabs at
Go
people.
for it. Go
But
for it.
he also recognized Justin Bieber, who's been there for the first time in 4 years. He's had
well
a couple of
done.
nominees this year for SWAG for his best album, and I really just appreciated the kind of suave that Trevor always brings to these events. He makes it fun for us. He's just the perfect combination of, you know, having someone there who just understands music and also what's happening in pop culture.
Was this Justin performing?
Yes.
At the Grammys?
And let me just tell you, I know people are like, he's wearing silk boxes.
Yeah, that's
and
such a Cape Town
sneakers.
thing.
Yeah, rock and roll, man.
No, he's ready for the after party already. But what I loved about this performance in particular is the fact that he literally stripped it bare, literally, as we can see.
Oh, brilliant.
It was just him. There was no backup singers, no nothing. Him doing all the music, instruments himself. And I think it's quite testament to his album, because if you listen to it, it's just a man who's just enjoying making music.
Stripped down, and there's shades of D'Angelo there. Like, if you want to bring a person into your personal space, let them come in.
And I look at the environment with Hollywood and what's been going on of late. It's so beautiful to see someone able to skirt that line, someone to host something like that, someone to present these awards, and someone to be a part of it. I think the timing is perfect for these people, and I'm celebrating them.
For Justin in particular,
Absolutely.
I think the tale
What a
hasn't
moment.
been told of what he has been through as a young musician. I think a lot of us now have an indication of the environment that he was brought up in that space. So I'm so glad he is finally processing and doing so well. Am I allowed to have a favorite? I love Post Malone so much, and it's not just because of the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse kind of connection there, but maybe it's his love of Elvis. It's his love of the old school, and he did something very old school and very special.
Talking about Post Malone's tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, what an incredible occasion. Obviously, Ozzy Osbourne passing of late, and so many tributes going out, but it seemed like this was a big one, right?
It was huge, and I think if people remember, Post Malone actually teamed up with Ozzy Osbourne in 2019 for a song called Take What You Want. Guys, it's one of my favorite songs. That album, Hollywood's Bleeding, was nominated for a Grammy back then. So him doing this kind of feels a little bit full circle. I think it's really an appreciation for the Prince of Darkness. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne really did help a generation of rock stars cross over to the pop world, because then he became a reality TV star, and we all know him for Sharon. It's iconic, and I think just paying tribute to him, seeing Post Malone really just bring us into Ozzy's world in a way, and really respect him the way he did. I loved it, and also, you can't not love Post Malone also.
No, there's just something so special. Go and look at his early music. If you are struggling with your own cringiness as an artist and not just getting it right,
See that evolution.
go and have a little look at what he was posting back then when he came into it. But we got to know, we can complain about algorithm-driven music and, oh, we've lost the guitar bridge, oh, we've lost the emotional, but then we need to dip back into that musical catalog so that young artists can feel it and experience. And Post seems like an artist who is constantly looking back to go forward, and I'm here for that. Well done. How old do I sound right now? Wow.
No, but the coming of age is what I think is so perfect. Now, we also have some Grammy winners. You spoke about Justin, but the Grammy winners that have been around here have been insane, and I know it's just hot off the list, but another major headline is that Justin Bieber is officially back on the Grammy house. We saw that moment already take down.
Well done.
But it's the first time Grammy winners that we want to talk about. And what I'm looking at the list here, we've got FKA Twigs, Kalani, Durant Bernard, Shabuzi, Olivia Dean, and Zach Top, the artists taking home their first ever Grammy Award. So a lot of big moments of some of these big artists kind of getting into the main circle. What would you call that, right?
For me, it's also a thing of there's so many diverse artists. It's not just one person. I mean, there was one year when Billie Eilish came and she swept the big four. That was well-deserved. And now we're seeing so many different artists from everywhere around the world winning it. I mean, Olivia Dean has really been the person on everyone's tongue over the last few years. And to see her come up, she performed Man I Need, beautiful red number that she had on as well. She had a beautiful acceptance speech. So I feel like this is also a pathway for us to see that people like Shabuzi is getting recognized. And that's a fusion of different genres that's coming together.
Country being represented in a completely different way.
FKA Twigs as well. She had a phenomenal run, and for her to finally be recognized in Best Dance Album as the second woman, the second black woman to be able to do that,
really? Jeez,
that's also a phenomenal achievement for her as well.
Wow, and I see some interesting moments that we're sharing. I think this was Shabuzi just doing an acceptance speech at the moment. But you can see the emotion on the faces. You can see what this actually means to them. It's such a special moment, and I think the start of something spectacular. Now, we are going to be chatting more about all things Grammys in just a bit. G-Man, you've obviously got to go head off and...
I'm back in the kitchen. I'm going to go and cook.
We've got some of our people celebrating right now, but look at these moments coming from the Grammys just a few hours ago. This is Durant accepting his winning moment, and lots of moments that Delucia and I will be chatting about in just a bit. Delucia, thank you for coming through. You've got a little bit of a Grammy look yourself. I'm absolutely loving the colors that you've come through here. Summer is looking good on you.
Thank you very much. I'm ready for my Grammys after party now.
It's coming indeed. But before we get to the after party, we've got more conversations and more things to fill up your belly. Let's go.
So I'm back in the kitchen, but more importantly, next in the kitchen, one of our all-stars returning this season for Colour Your Plate with Koo, Bubbles Mello. She was a fan favorite. Her journey since we last saw her has been nothing short of inspiring. Over the past few years, she has graduated with her honors in forensic science and technology and has continued, obviously, to nurture her passion, love for food by growing her catering and baking business. How many hustles have you got?
If I can count, we'll be here the whole day.
Exactly, and I'm here for that, girl. So congratulations on the successes in between.
Thank you so much.
All of that matters nothing because it's all about cooking from now on.
It is.
No, this has got to be a game changer where you have to readjust because you're not entering into the professional world of forensic science here. This is a completely different reality. What makes you scared about getting back into the Colour Your Plate kitchen?
I think because I haven't been cooking for the longest time, so coming back into the space, lights, camera, action is, you know, I think that's the most important. That's the most one thing that I'm scared of. But also, I've grown. I'm more confident, and I think I've got this.
Yeah, I can feel that from you as well. And you've got that kind of, I back myself with my own business kind of confidence.
Oh,
and that's,
most definitely.
Yeah, that's different. So before we get ahead of ourselves and you start crowning yourself the winner of All Stars Season 5, we are making something beautiful. And I say beautiful because I'm all about interesting pairings, and pear and blue cheese, get out of town.
So, I love a good charcuterie board. So this is a charcuterie board, cheese board on a sandwich. So we are making a caramelized pear with some blue cheese on some toasted ciabatta bread. It's simple, it's fresh, and I think it's a more interesting way of having your fruits other than just, you know...
For sure, but here are the flavor of it.
Zhuzhing up some fruits.
See, this is what I love about you guys. You take that one tin and you turn it into an elevated, almost restaurant quality. This is kind of bistro food for me.
Most definitely.
Like, I tried to recreate a ploughman's meal in a toasted sandwich yesterday. With I got the right kind of pickle, and when you get it right, you can elevate the simplest thing. I call it tuck shop elevation, the kind of things that you would find every day, because that's the cooking I think our viewers like to see, where they can take what's in their pantry
and put it
and
on
do
a
it.
plate.
We ain't rolling with no saffron today. We are pears and blue cheese. Okay, albeit blue cheese is quite a zhuzh cheese. It's quite a bougie cheese, so we'll add that.
Yeah, I'm almost done. So I was toasting my ciabatta bread. And
did you do a bit of oil or butter?
Yes, I just drizzled it with a bit of oil. You can do butter, whatever you like. And then we're just gonna pan fry these with just a dry pan.
Okay.
So the sauce in this has sugar, so
it's going to caramelize
it so beautifully. And then we just layer it. And yeah, that's what we're going to do, layer some bread.
I love the fact that you've got, obviously this is quite a rich mix, because you're going to have your beautiful sugars in the pear, and we know blue cheese is quite, oh, look at that.
Amazing.
Beautiful. And you eat with the eyes, so
most definitely.
a bit of char goes a long way in a reality cooking show. I love the fact that there is something about this show that feels like I could be there doing it.
Yes.
And I think it's important to inspire chefs out there. Did you find that you saw the culinary arts differently after going through this process, when you see what it means to, for instance, culinary students to watch a show like that and see themselves represented? Or maybe that young foodie wanting to make their mark, seeing someone who cooks and looks and feels like them in the way that they... How important do you think it is for South African cooking to have shows like this?
I think it's very important, because for a person like me, I don't have any culinary background. So being on this show literally is like, you did that. You are worthy of, you can do it. So it's not just about being a chef, but also a home cook. You can find yourself in spaces like these. Who would have thought that I would be on TV cooking with just
Again.
with
That's
just
what I'm
my
saying.
home culinary experience. So I think it's very quite important to say to them, you actually can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. I think it's nothing if you just believe in yourself.
I love it. And you can go and get a forensic science degree at the same time. Because you can. It's possible. You're just proving that there are no limitations.
Most definitely.
Flavor rules supreme, I understand.
Yes.
We want color.
Yes.
Because we know how important it is to the culinary culture in South Africa.
Yes.
When you're tying something together, and maybe you can talk us through it as you put these final touches.
Together, yes.
What goes through your mind when you're preparing for the judges on Color Your Plate?
I think most importantly is how it looks. That's the first thing. Because we eat with your eyes. We eat with our eyes. So also how it looks, and then flavor. Oh, flavor is the most important thing, because if it's not flavored right, then...
It's all for naught. Exactly.
Even if it looks amazing, what is it all for?
Oh, man, I'm loving the fact that we've released even more of those sugars there by just getting that char. It looks beautiful.
So, and then if you want to elevate it, you can put your toasty in a broiler so that that cheese melts. And then after that, you can just put your pears on top. And then we are going to do a final finished touches.
I like
that are going to be
squashing of the pear as well. Oh.
Amazing.
Okay, so while you talk us through the fine little bits here, I think we have got all our boxes ticked here. We've got the texture, we've got bucket loads of flavour, but also a familiarity that just lands for me.
Yes.
And then a little bit of...
So we're just going to drizzle with honey.
Beautiful. Oh, man, if you have a food truck out there and this is your vibe, I would imagine this is your showstopper. We love to see your spectacular results as well. So go and look in your cupboard. If you can see a tin of coup just sitting there humbly waiting for its moment, see if you can recreate this meal at home or inspire us, because the all-stars of Colour Your Plate are coming, and we cannot wait to get into that journey again. And there she is. There's always a little time left over. We'll see you now. That looks exquisite.
Yeah, what's up? It's hip-hop as usual, man. I'm not good at talking about myself, but I express it through the music. It's an honor to be here. Pilot Eclipse. Like, these are my brothers to be in this category. What's up, Push, man? Malice, man.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, welcome back, you beautiful people. Opening up here on S3, this is your feel-good breakfast show, and an incredible 2 hours that we've had already. It's been inspiring, it's been filling, and absolutely motivating. For now, though, we're going to have one last hour of magic, and starting off with official duties. Now, it's just gone on the hour, and national duties are up first, and water-stressed Knysna municipality has the following to say. It says it has significantly intensified water security interventions to avoid day zero and stabilize its water system. Now, the Akkerkloof Dam has less than 3 weeks of supply at current consumption levels. And authorities say responsible water use remains the most immediate solution. Now, boil water is now being tankered directly into the water purification works, supported by 4 30,000-litre trucks donated by Gift of the Givers. Now, the municipality says every available resource is being deployed while longer-term interventions are explored. Now, next up, convicted rapist and murderer Tabu Bester has been transferred to the Super Maximum Ibongweni Correctional Center in Kokstad. Now, he was previously held at the Kgosi Mampuru II Correctional Center in Pretoria. And the Department of Correctional Services says offender transfers are routine and guided by security risk assessments to maintain safety and stability within facilities and the justice system. Now, Bester will continue receiving appropriate care with full access to legal representation, family communication, and court processes. Now, his trial, linked to his 2022 Manguang prison escape, is expected to begin in July. Now, moving over to international headlines, and more than 200 people have been killed in a collapse at the Rubaya coltan mine in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, the mine produces about 15% of the world's coltan and has been under the control of the AFC M23 rebel group since 2024. Now, victims include miners, children, and market workers, with dozens injured. Now, heavy rains are believed to have weakened the ground, and the United Nations says mineral resources from the area have been exploited to fund the insurgency, and allegations denied by neighboring Rwanda. Now, up next, Iran's parliament has declared European countries' armies terrorist groups following the European Union's decision to designate the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization. Now, lawmakers staged a show of solidarity with the Guards during a parliamentary session marking the anniversary of Iran's 1979 revolution. Now, the move is based on legislation passed in 2019 after a similar U.S. designation. Now, while the immediate impact remains unclear, the decision adds to already strained relations between Tehran and Western nations amid ongoing regional and diplomatic tensions. Lastly, in our world of headlines for news, a sense of pride, joy, and quiet awe filled the Nelson Mandela Amphitheatre. And that was at the Union Buildings on Friday as President Cyril Ramaphosa officially welcomed the FIFA World Cup Original Trophy to South Africa. Now, bathed in sunshine, football legends, government leaders, and members of the Bafana Bafana squad, who all gathered as the world's most coveted prize, was unveiled during the FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour. Now, rarely seen and even more rarely touched, the trophy's presence carried meaning far beyond spectacle. It celebrated South Africa's return to the global stage after qualifying for the 2026 World Cup, 16 years after last appearing. And the moment symbolized renewal, reigniting national pride, belief, and shared dreams of footballing glory. Well, absolutely delicious indeed, and exciting, but hopefully glory continues in the world of sport. And one last time, and here's G-Man with the latest.
Yep, putting their hands up indeed. Let's start with the URC and a couple of teams coming good now for a second week. The Bulls delivered a resounding statement by demolishing the Lions on Derby Day, 52-17, in fact, at Ellis Park, showcasing their forward dominance and that growing momentum at just the right time. Then down in Durbs, the Sharks did it again. They confirmed their revival with a hard-fought 36-24 win over the Stormers, controlling those key areas once again to claim now back-to-back Derby victories. Now, all eyes were on the Melbourne courts this weekend, understandably, as Elena Rybakina claimed her second Grand Slam title by edging world number one Aryna Sabalenka 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in a gripping Australian Open final. That while Carlos Alcaraz followed by defeating Novak Djokovic in 4 sets to win his first Melbourne title and become the youngest man to complete that career Grand Slam. Get a sense he's going to have a few more under the belts when he is done. Now, the SA20 form continues, and not only for the Proteas, as Shai Hope and then Shimron Hetmeyer, they each scored 48 as the West Indies reached 114 for 3 from their 10 overs in a rain-affected match, securing a 6-run DLS win over the Proteas at the Wanderers yesterday. So Quinton de Kock did look good. His brisk start gave the Proteas some hope, but then a late collapse saw them fall short. So the Proteas now prepare for their final T20 World Cup warm-up game up against India, and that's this Wednesday. Now, rounding off with some footy news. People have been waiting for the bubble to burst, but Arsenal keep on pressing. They eased past Leeds 4-0 at Ellen Road last night, extending their lead over Man City and Aston Villa to 7 points at the summit. City, they were held to a 2-2 draw by Tottenham, while Aston Villa, they suffered a 1-0 home defeat to a 10-man Brentford. That's going to be burning, leaving Arsenal in prime position as the Premier League title. That race really does intensify. And that's where we leave our sporting highlights for this Monday morning. We are probably looking at busier traffic around about now. If you're about to head out, let's get you set.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, one last time, let's see if we can get you to work, to school, and out on the roads safely. We're going to start in KZN Durban, and an accident has been reported on the N2 North at a ramp to Umgeni Road. Now, this is resulting in a right lane closure. Now, please drive carefully if the affected route is part of your morning commute. We move to Benoni and Gauteng next, and back-to-back traffic is being experienced as a result of an accident that has taken place on the N12 westbound, and that's before Snake Road. Now, as you can see from the visuals, the right lane is closed and heavy delays are expected. And emergency services are on scene, so please drive with extreme caution when passing by. From Benoni to Somerset West in Cape Town. Now, traffic is heavily congested on the N2 outbound, and that's before Victoria Interchange. Delays are expected along the affected route, so do allow for extra travel time. And I think for anybody heading out on the roads, wherever you're headed, remain safe and alert while driving. From the road to the sky, let's dive into one last round of what's happening in the world of weather. And of course, starting off in Polokwane. Now, you're starting off the week with thunderstorms. Looks like it's very wet. Temperatures from 17 all the way to 30 degrees, with light winds expected from the north. And for the rest of the week, rainfall is expected. So hopefully you can stay dry and enjoy the heat while you're at it. Next up in Klerksdorp, you can expect scattered thunderstorms for your region. Temperatures will start off with a low of 17, climbing to a scorching 33 degrees, and light winds coming through from the northwest. Your temperatures are in the lower 30s for the rest of the week, so it looks like it's warm, but the weekend brings a little bit of wet conditions. Pretoria is experiencing mostly cloudy skies, accompanied by scattered thunderstorms. Winds expected from the northwest, and temperatures ranging between 17 and 30 degrees today. For the rest of the week, though, it looks like wet conditions for most of what's to come. Johannesburg experiences some cloudy skies and some thunderstorms too. Temperatures ranging from 15 to 27 degrees with light winds from the northwest. But for the rest of the week, you're in for a period of wet weather as rainy conditions are forecasted for the rest of the week. Over in Mbombela, today brings your afternoon thunderstorms with light winds from the northeast. Your temperatures starting off at 19 up to a nice warm 30 degrees, and that's your high. For the rest of the week, though, mostly partly cloudy conditions up in the mid-30s, and definitely looking like it's warm all the way around. Over in Bloemfontein, however, scattered thunderstorms, light winds from the northwest, and is starting your day at 18 all the way up to a high of 36 degrees. The wet pattern, however, does continue for the rest of the week, with temperatures ranging in the upper 30s. Over in Richards Bay, you'll experience partly cloudy skies with a low of 24 and a nice high of 32 degrees on the coast. Moderate winds from the northeast, but clear skies and warm temperatures are forecasted all the way up until Thursday, and then a little bit of wet weather to usher in the weekend. Durban's looking a little bit cloudy today. Temperatures are ranging from 24 all the way to 30 degrees. That's your max for the day. Winds coming through from the northeast, and temperatures for the rest of the week forecasted to be around the 30-degree mark. Over into the weekend, it looks some wet conditions, but warm generally throughout. Mthatha, however, thunderstorms are back. And yes, temperatures starting off at a low of 20 up to a high of 33 degrees. Light winds from the southeast, and it looks like for the rest of the week, lots of rainfall can be expected, and maybe some lightning too, so stay safe out there, guys. Cradock, you've got some thunderstorms too. Temperatures coming through from 20 all the way to a high of 38 degrees. You can expect these temperatures to range in the lower to upper 30s for the rest of the week too. Some wet conditions in the middle of the week, so stay safe out there, Cradock. Over in GQ, Mbecha, partly cloudy skies today. Temperatures ranging from 22 to 28 degrees. Moderate winds coming through from the east, so get out on the coastline if you can. But the warm temperatures are accompanied by rain, which seem to be forecast for the rest of your week. Let's see what George has in store for the day. It looks like it's cloudy conditions in your region. Temperatures ranging from 19 to 26 degrees. Light winds coming through from the south. Man, let's see what's happening for the rest of the week. Looks like rainfall is expected over the next couple of days, all the way into the weekend. Out in the mother city, which is up next, you start off the Monday with cloudy morning skies. I wonder if it's going to be windy out there, and yes, that's the answer to that question. 34 kilometers per hour of gusty winds coming through from the south. From 19 to 23, that's your temperature range, and it looks like the wind continues right throughout the week. So if you're on the Falsbeck coastline, nah, brah, no surf for you. Sutherland, however, abundant sunshine. Temperatures will range from chilly 14 all the way to a scorching 31 degrees. Winds coming through from the west, but let's see what's happening for the rest of the week. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be sunny? Oh, yes, indeed. Wednesday brings some rain, but for the rest of it, it's just beautiful conditions that you could expect. Kimberley, sunny conditions today. A little bit of a polarity to the rest of the country, ranging from 19 to a high of 38 degrees. Light winds are expected from the west, and for the rest of the week, it looks pleasant. The conditions are warm, and it looks like beautiful weather, except for maybe Thursday, so hopefully you can make the most of that. Over in Uppington, normally quite hot conditions. Today, cloudy skies. You've got light winds coming from the southwest. Temps starting off at 20, but get this, hitting a scorching max of 41 degrees. Wow. And the rest of the week, it looks hot, hot, hot in Uppington. So you're looking for a real summer, book your tickets. Uppington is where it's at, Mzansi. The rest of the country, there's what the weather patterns are looking like all the way through from Monday. And listen, for now, our final edition for our sunrise view from Maria Sikui, all the way from Bloemfontein. This is a rare sight that we get to see all the way in Bloem, and a beautiful shot indeed. It looks like Maria got this one before the sun even rose into the sky. So again, showing us the promise of the day. We know it's going to be a beautiful one in Bloemfontein. So enjoy the weather out there. 36 degrees Celsius. Slap on a hat, get out into the outdoors and just make the most of it. And a reminder, tomorrow we do it all again. 063-036-9649. We'd love to see your sunrise view anywhere in the world. It elevates our mood, and hopefully this next plug from the G-Man can elevate your wallet.
Oh, your whole bank account. Let's see if we can get that right. We want you to go outside and enjoy yourself, not for the next hour. Just stick around, and we're going to incentivize 1 and 2 added opportunities to win big today. Every day can be payday if you play your daily lotto, because there is an estimated 400,000 rand sitting in the jackpots. And then we've added +2, the new Daily Lotto Plus, an estimated 150,000 rand in the jackpot this Monday. So please jump on it. Go and get your tickets in store as soon as they open. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120*7529# and just follow the prompts. And we'll keep all of those details up on our Expresso social pages so you can check them out at your leisure. And then just please make sure you put yourself in the running to win big by playing your Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 rand in the jackpot. And then a Daily Lotto Plus added 150,000 rand in the jackpot today. All the best of luck. We'll see you in a mo.
When mosquitoes invade, use Raid. Raid kills bugs dead.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, you beautiful people, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And there's so much magic happening all around us, not just right here, but all around the world, especially when it comes to the States, because another round of the Grammys is still up for grabs, seeing that it's just finished a couple hours ago, and we still got the ever so beautiful Delucia Daniels in the building, our award-winning Group FM radio producer. Listen, we spoke about some real cool moments and first-time moments happening, but let's talk about our very own that has done so much for our country, for our nation, for our continent. Tyler, representing once again at the Grammys and doing the most. Yeah, Delucia?
I mean,
wow.
She is the goal. She is the moment. I feel like this win just solidifies where she is in her career. I mean, this is the second time she's won in this category, Best African Music Performance.
Check the flag, yes!
She knows how to represent us through and through. And I feel like she's so authentically her the whole time. This one was for Push to Start. The first one was for Water. She's also the first person to win it twice in this category. Wow. She beat out Burna Boy, Wizkid. So I feel like she's been in good...
Who was like, you're from South Africa. Yeah. She is a global superstar. I'm going to call it the TikTok generation because there is a self-belief that is being kind of fostered in young. But now all eyes are looking for the next Tyler here in South Africa.
Sure, man.
Well, look, massive.
She's pretty much become like Africa's Beyonce. So
this is true.
I think she's going to get a couple people because she's opened up that door for so many that are going to be following suit, and I can't wait to see exactly that, man. Now, what I did love seeing was my man Kendrick Lamar, the things he did. Still this year, man's making statements, and this is a cool moment where obviously him accepting his award, but influential one at that, right?
Do you know what is significant about this? Is that he has officially become the biggest, most won Grammy person in the rapping world. He's just beaten Jay-Z to that. He's got 27 Grammys. And I feel like Kendrick Lamar, he really did say, there's no one like us. He's just paved his own way forward and done it his way. He's won Best Rap Album. He's won Record of the Year with SZA for Luther. He's won Best Rap Performance. I mean, this man has done it all. A Pulitzer Prize as well, way back when. I feel like we can seriously consider Kendrick being the GOAT in the rap game.
You're going to get a lot of flack there.
You reach a stage where you've almost got to get a Grammy every year because of who you are. And I think he's at that stage now. Like, which one are we going to give him this year? You can't not have a Grammy. But it's the collective that he represents in that sense. But I can't believe I still see him as this young kind of disruptor because he's always embodied that.
And he's embodied so much. He's taken on so many political angles. There's beef, there's poetry. It's such a polarity, but yet he gets it right however he does it. I think that's what's really at stake here, man. Listen, there's so many other winners I want to talk about and some crazy performances. More winners, more big moments. I know there's a lot that you want to talk about. What stands out for you?
Oh, man, I think it's got to be Bad Bunny, guys.
Yeah?
Bad Bunny, it's been his year for the last 3 years. I mean, he's the most streamed artist in the world. And the best part about it, he won Album of the Year. And it's the first time in history that a fully Spanish album has won that category.
Really?
That is pretty significant.
Wow.
Also, given the fact that with everything going on in America right now, for him to win that and he's Puerto Rican, it's pretty significant. He's done an amazing stuff in his career. He's performing at the Super Bowl in just a week's time. So I feel like that was a very, very big one for me. And then, of course, Lola Young coming back. She was severely ill. She collapsed on stage last year in September. She took a mental health break for 5 months. She came back. She won with her song Messy. And she performed that fully acoustic on her own by herself, same as Justin Bieber, raw performance. And I think that with these artists that are performing these days, they're just kind of showing you, you know, we can do all the glitz and the glam and dress up and do all these things, but strip us down to just our vocals and an instrument. It is just beautiful.
And they're also constantly getting back up again. And we love to heap everything on them because they are famous and because they're popular. We put all our hopes and dreams, but then we cut them loose the second they fall. But to see the Justin Biebers of the world standing back up again, getting their... Love it.
Yeah, man, and some other notices, mentions here, obviously with Harry Styles handing that award over, it just kind of gives that stamp of approval, right, to have someone like that. But we also had some incredible moments from Billie Eilish for Song of the Year, Lola Young for Best Pop Solo Performance, obviously Bad Bunny that you mentioned, and even our Expresso family friend, PJ Morton, who bagged another Grammy, which was something incredible. And we also got a message personally sent to us. I don't know if we've got that we can play it right now. We'll try to find that a little bit later, but I thought that was quite a special moment indeed. Having some family out there just really shows you the gravitas of the occasion. G-Man, I'm going to let you simmer on this for a bit if you'd like.
I've got a lot to say. I just want to say, Tyler, we love you, man. We absolutely love you. Congratulations, girl. I'm going to go and just hopefully inspire a generation to follow in your footsteps.
But listen, while G-Man does his thing, obviously another standout moment. We're talking about a moment with Miss Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean. Obviously, these are some OG classics, doing a tribute to the late legend D'Angelo, which was easily the performance of the night, hands down. And I mean, many people mentioned this, but more so was the Black History Month at the Grammys. A powerful month of celebration as Black excellence takes center stage at the Grammys. And right as Black History Month begins with some incredible performances to add to this too. So what a beautiful moment, what a beautiful occasion. Lucia, do you feel like something's changing in terms of the atmosphere when it comes to the Grammys, when it comes to the people we're celebrating, and how international and how diverse things are becoming? What's going on here?
Do you know, this is the beauty of award season, is that it's not just from one country anymore. We're not just seeing the US basically dominate in this. We're seeing people from all walks of life dominate. And I think particularly in Black History Month in America, where this is being celebrated, it's quite significant. It was on the 1st of Feb as well, for it to kick off this way, because Kendrick Lamar has won. Let's not forget that Pharrell Williams as well, he had won the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award for all his work. I mean, he's literally done so much for music throughout the years. So we have to look at all the winners, all the performances as well. There's a rise in this new generation, as Graham also said, the TikTok generation, where we're becoming more vocal, we're becoming more intentional with what we're making with our music. And I think that this award show, especially this year, has been such a testament to how far we've come as musicians and how much we as the audience have learned to appreciate people from everywhere, because music is what unites people. And I think this was just the perfect example of that.
Talusha, I couldn't have said it better. You are really the reason why we came out here to celebrate this moment, because you put the cherry on the top and you've done it excellently this morning. So thank you so much for coming through, giving us all the hype. You can go back and sleep now.
You gotta work.
Oh, God. Well, listen, it's been incredible. Thank you for bringing us all the highlights of what a monumental occasion. And hopefully you have a beautiful week too. Mzansi, I hope this has inspired you. If you've been watching right now and you think that you'll be up in the Grammys soon, then don't believe anything other than the truth, because yes, you can, yes, you will, as long as you keep working at it.
And that's coming straight from the Manifestation Station. We use that power with great responsibility. Now, I mentioned inspiring a new generation, and this is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. It's not just a competition. This is an opportunity to change your future in the most dramatic way. Richfield is giving one lucky viewer the chance to win a 2,000 Rand study bursary, 200,000 Rand, and a laptop. And I have a feeling this is the sign that you have been waiting for. Your time to level up is here, my friend.
This is something so impactful, and I want everybody to get involved. So this is how you enter, Mzansi. Complete the online application form, then head to the Expresso social pages and tell us how a study bursary from Richfield would enrich your future and help you reach your goals. Now, don't forget to use the hashtag YourFutureEnriched and the hashtag Richfield in your answer. And a reminder that the competition closes on Friday, the 13th of Feb. Your T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com.
Oh, man, if I had to, because I have a feeling you're still going to go and study again. I just have that
forever
feeling.
The student,
yeah,
man.
No, I have a feeling. If you could go back and study something now, would it be a rewrite of something that you've done in the past to apply yourself differently, or would you like to go in a new direction?
I don't know. I would, if I had another opportunity, I'll do it differently, just because you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like architecture, I think design, after experiencing what I've experienced over the last few years on My Design Rules as well, it's just been incredible to see how much can come from something so simple. An idea, put it to paper, and then it goes to real life. It's such a beautiful process, man.
Oh, completely, and then the impact thereof when you see that mark.
Sure. Yeah, what about you?
I think I've always had in the back of my mind, I'd love to study philosophy or something like that.
Oh,
that speaks to the
man.
personal journey as opposed to what I'm presenting to the world. But I think I've reached that age now where like critical thinking has become so important to me. I need to measure it against other things. I'd love to delve into the great thinkers who were kind of carving that path before. So yeah, I think a little bit of philosophy
the Aristotle of our time.
But how do you justify spending the money on just studying philosophy when you're going to make no money as a philosopher? Maybe there's a TED Talk for that, actually.
Ooh,
maybe
yeah,
there's a TED Talk for that. But it begs the question, because we are going to shift gears, we're going to change lanes. You need to learn how to learn. And to get that grounding in the right kind of institution, it makes all the difference.
It absolutely does. So keep those entries coming, Mzansi, because you could absolutely be a winner. And a winner of what? A 200,000 Rand bursary and a laptop. This is a competition of a lifetime, literally. So don't miss out on this one.
And then most importantly, remember, it's registration week right now at Richfield. You can register every day this week, including Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you'll find their amazing teams ready to embrace you and telling everything you need to know at their campuses nationwide. Good luck. I think this is the kind of new adventure we love to inspire in this space. And in just a moment, we're going to be connected with 3 content creators. I'm underselling them now. We're talking beauty queens par excellence who are representing some magical, very African scents. And we're going to see if we can match the scent to the person. And we've got some powerhouse women who are driving this, which I cannot wait for. And then maybe some opportunities to get you stocked as we head back into work, into varsity, into school. But hopefully we have inspired you to go and get that bursary so you can change your stars.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thanks for rejoining the party because we are having a lot of fun this morning. We have beat back those Monday blues. And often when you want to change your mood, maybe a song can do it, maybe seeing a beautiful picture or a scent. Scent has a way of telling stories without saying a word. We all have emotional connections to a smell. It can remind you of a place, maybe a feeling, a broken heart, a moment in time. I'm just thinking of that one fragrance that just everyone seemed to wear for those months after that breakup. It has a lot to tell about a person who chooses it as well and what goes into the making of it. I know I'm layering it on thick, but we've got some beautiful scents in front of me here today. Today we're going to explore how fragrance becomes a form of self-expression inspired by stories rooted right here on the African continent. Now, Glade's new Scents of Africa collection, I was at the launch, absolutely amazing, bringing together 3 distinct fragrances, each inspired by a different creative voice and personal journey. So we've got the amazing Liesel Laurie Mtumbeni, Natasha Yobert for Mark, yeah, a couple of them have gotten married since we last met, and Mpumi Ladwaba, 3 gorgeous human beings, each bringing their own identity into their scent. So we have got the 3 scents here. Delusha has very kindly offered to stay to school Ryle in yet another competition, okay? Ryle has a habit of always losing.
I know.
Okay?
So no pressure for you.
So you're going to be fine. Yeah, you're going to be fine. No, this could be the one. This could be your...
It's the new year, G.
Exactly.
How would you rate your scent of smell?
It's not that great, actually,
gosh.
because my wife was telling me at the house, can you smell the gas while we were cooking? I was like, what gas?
Exactly.
So, guys, I need to be careful
How
here.
many natural disasters in history have happened because of you? Okay, so we're going to start with our Zambezi sunset. Okay, the bottle looks beautiful. I'm going to give you a little look there.
Sunset.
Okay, it is unlocked. I'm going to spray some, and it's going to waft. Oh.
Ooh, I smell coconuts.
Okay.
I definitely smell coconut.
That is nice, eh? So we've got to match this to Liesel, Natasha, or Mpumi.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give you a huge amount. One of them has actually been to the Zambezi where they saw this sunset. And she spoke about it in her recent marriage to her husband.
Big clues coming through,
Okay, so it's either Liesel, it's Natasha, or Mpumi.
I don't even know.
So,
I'm going to go with...
I know Natasha got married.
Yeah, I was going to go with that just because of that clue.
That's the obvious
That's the
guess.
only way I'm going to answer that.
And it also, if you smell that smell, it's got her kind of
Natasha's.
vibe, very elevated, but you're absolutely right. It is Natasha Yobert, and it's beautiful. And when you heard her story behind it and how she built the scent up through those moments of love in her build-up to her wedding, absolutely love that for her.
Makes sense, okay.
Okay, now we've got, and I quite like this one, okay, and the big reveal, I think, no, you've got it right. Dun, dun, dun. And you see, you pick up the coconut, so you were absolutely on the money. It is our Natasha Yobert for Mark. You can now add a little name.
Beautiful sunset. I'm now pregnant, expecting my first child, and when we did our reveal shoot, the best sunset. It does feel like a blessing from the Lord that I always feel like I'm being blessed in my life. So I feel like this really is a bottle that is reflecting a lot of the best moments in my life.
Well done, guys. You picked, give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah,
how beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
I keep having to walk on fashion show ramps next to her, and it's a problem in my life, okay? Just dial it back a notch. Okay, so now we're going to get into our Serengeti oat. Looks beautiful. The color design, absolutely amazing. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a spray. I'm just got absolutely taken in by the design.
Bring it in here.
That's a
nice
Hey,
that's
slightly more. That's nice, eh? Nice and grown up.
Citrusy, zesty, but not too much.
I smell a bit of vanilla for some reason.
A bit of vanilla going into that. What's your guesses? Are we talking Liesel Laurie? Are we talking Mpumi Ledwaba?
I don't know why, but I just feel like Liesel would rock this.
It's funny because I think the opposite.
Is it?
I feel like this is too subtle to be Liesel.
That's a very good point.
I feel like she would do a stronger scent. This one for me is just very everyday, beautiful.
All right, okay, so you're leaning towards Mpumi. Let us find out. Okay, if Delisha's got it right.
Oh, well played!
Wanted to know what I think of Make It Bloom. From choosing the scent to choosing the color, choosing the whole packaging, and also the collaboration with all the ladies involved. For me, it showed that there's purpose, there's meaning. Each of us represent something.
Really
well,
nice.
and she looked gorgeous. I mean, if you could have seen them, and they introduced other fashion designers that night, gave opportunities to young designers to be showcased. It was just magical, 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 magical. But of course, it makes our final choice a little bit easier.
But can we please smell it first?
Yes, you can.
Falling for these scents, man.
And this is our African violet.
Bring it on.
Ooh, that fruitiness.
Nice, eh?
I want to eat that.
And there's nostalgia in this one. I think that had, and there was nostalgia in it for our gorgeous Liesel as well. Take a listen to this.
My scent came about because of specifically my mom. My mom's favorite color has always been purple, lavender, violets. And when we were going through the process with all of the ladies, we thought to ourselves, let's pay homage to family. What says South Africa more than family?
Oh, exactly. Can I ask you to pick a favorite?
I think for me, oat. It's got to be the oat, yeah.
I
love that subtleness. It's so lovely.
I'm going with the Zambezi sunset. This one for me is my favorite. I feel like that's something I could rock every day. Also, it makes you feel like you're in summer 24/7.
I know. So now your living space can be this forever. I love the personal stories. I love what they've done and pushed into new spaces because they have been kings in their domain for a long time. But I think this was always on the cards. Absolutely amazing to see these women getting their flowers, though, in this space. phase of their career. That for me, exactly. Every flower and every scent on the continent. Now, the added bonus here, you get to add the own opportunity for yourself to win a Glade hamper worth 3,000 Rand. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso socials and tell us this. Which Glade Scents of Africa scented mist is your favorite and why? And, you know, if you get caught in stores smelling them, it's not our fault. Don't forget to hashtag Make Africa Bloom. Entries close on the 8th of February, but you can find T's and C's on expressoshow.com. We're going to just savor the scents for a moment. We'll see you in just 2 minutes, maybe 5, because it smells really nice.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, please, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm just been blown away because I was listening to something off air now and something you're going to be excited about. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the opportunities we have for a new year. Because if moving into res, digs, or your first apartment is on the 2026 bingo card, then this one is definitely for you because Game is helping you own a varsity life from day one. Brilliant. With must-have deals that cover studying, cooking, chilling, and everything in between.
And I get this. I saw someone's first year varsity room and I literally see everything all crammed together with an air fryer above the bed. And I was like, okay, now I get it. But I think for some of us, finding focus a little bit difficult unless we've got the right setup. A good desk, better focus, and fewer, I'll do it later, moments. And the Koga Levels Study Desk for $7.99 is exactly that. It's compact. It's got some storage space worked in. You can just sit down, get the job done. When you get up, you're done with work, you move away.
And again, bro, it's a dedicated space to actually do your work, not the couch, it's not the bed.
Don't look at me like that. Why are you talking to me like with such judgment?
Look in your eyes.
Actually do your work, okay?
Listen, I'm just saying that because I'm deflecting. I was that guy, bro, hard on the bed studying. Don't do it unless you want to fail your subjects, okay? Now, listen, there's more to talk about because eating out every day is not the plan this year, especially when it comes to your budget.
Yeah.
Now, there's some essential quick meals and shared kitchen life hacks that I think will really come through, and especially when we talk about the Milex 11-liter Adio air fryer, and it's only 1,299 Rand. And it's like G-Man said, if you're a student, this is an essential part of any food-making situation in a student's digs.
The problem is now you're the guy making the food, so everyone's going to be coming to your room to eat the food that you are making. So now you're going to need cutlery and stuff to use. Well, Mainstay's starter set comes in at $999.
Nice.
Absolutely brilliant. Comprehensive set. Covers pretty much everything. You've got cookware, you've got a dinner set, glasses, and even a cutting board. Where are you going to put the cutting board, though? On the bed?
That's a good question.
No, on your desk, on your work
You can
desk.
use the
when you're not
compound on the
working.
desk. Yes, there we go. That desk is definitely dual purpose.
Boom.
And I love everything about it, especially when you're a student. Everything has to make sense and functionality is of the utmost. Now, listen, what happens after lectures and deadlines, right? I think it's all about downtime. How do you chill out? Now, Games Entertainment Deals brings the vibes. We're talking about a Samsung 50-inch smart TV, and it's only 5,999 Rand. That's a Samsung sound tower with high speakers. On top of that, which you can add for 2,499 Rand. So maybe you want to redo some of the lectures in video format with an immersive experience. That's how you can do it.
Gaming. That's it. That's all you'll be doing on that TV. I'm sorry. But you've got to have the sound to go with it. So I'm glad that we've got the tower thrown in as well. And as a student, yes, it is requisite that you will spend the same amount on your sound as you do the TV or your car or anything else. Unless the number plate is rattling, unless your name on the outside of the door is going every time the bass drops. I'm sorry, it's just not sound.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And you need an incentive after study time, right? What are you going to look forward to? Now you've got good music to do just that. So I think whether you are setting up your study space, kitchen, or chill zone, Game has everything you need to own a varsity life in one trip and at an unbeatable price, or unbeatable prices, as you've clearly seen. So all you got to do, head over to your nearest Game store, shop online now, and start the year sorted.
Okay, so you are the cook in our res today. So you got to get to the air fryer and start doing something with your life,
bro.
Exactly. I'd love to know from you guys if you've got that one meal, that go-to. I used to be the guy, I could cook a pasta, and all of my varsity mates, whenever they needed to have a date night, would then come and ask if they could use my digs, and I could pre-prepare the meal for them, and they could pretend to make it for themselves. So don't be that guy, okay? Get a Ryle in your life who can actually cook.
Oh, yeah, and from one inspiration to the next, I thought we'd bring it back to the kitchen and bring you the best opportunity to get your flavor on. Now, Woolworths has recently launched a new range of convenient flavor solutions. We call them taste hacks, and it's going to bring effortless flavor to your kitchen with a smart range of seasoning blends designed to help you cook bold and delicious meals with zero fuss. Then you simply add oil and pretty much ready to go. So we've had to bring in a big gun here just to show you that it's not that hard. We've got Chef Clem Pedro showing us just how easy it is to transform everyday dishes with these flavor-packed solutions. Chef Clem Pedro, how you doing, bro?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good. How's the weekend?
It was good. How was your weekend?
It was fantastic, man. Everything I needed to fill up my cup.
I'm guessing you were outside.
I was.
Of course.
So we're back inside. We're back in the
inside.
kitchen, and we're back fueling with what I need. I need good flavor. I want 2026 to be about intention, about purpose, but also ticking the boxes when it comes to the things I want.
What do you want?
I want flavor, bro.
Yes.
Come on.
I love this. Okay, why can we so excited on a Monday morning? Okay.
What are the options? Do we have anything cool to talk about?
So for me, summer smells like watermelon, chlorine, braai. Like those are the scents of summer, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you've noticed. I've noticed. It don't smell like that outside.
It doesn't actually, no.
Seasons are changing.
It smells hot outside, though.
So yeah, definitely that humidity is still there, but you can smell in the air. We're heading into a new season. That always gets me very excited because that's the change of ingredient where we start embracing new flavors and textures. Vegetables. 2026.
Is that
we're embracing vegetables. There we go. Vegetables for summer, vegetables for winter. They're no longer going to be the side pieces, they're going to be the centerpieces.
Yes.
It's going to be phenomenal. So let's start with how we're going to make it phenomenal. Let's talk about the new products to Woolies, the Taste Hack Pastes. These are so good. You hold on to this one.
Can I check this out?
Yeah, I'm going to grab some of these over here.
So I've got like a Spanish tomato option over here. Do they come in different versions? Oh. Wait, this one's just add oil, marinade, coat, drizzle. That's it. So is everything in here?
Well, Ron, I'm glad you asked. Right over here. Everything's in there. And yes, there are other varieties. So right now, just grab the zesty lemon. Let me just grab the whole thing. Sorry to the cameraman who's focusing there. We've got the steakhouse peppercorn. We've got the spicy Cajun, which I actually did a taste video. Want to check it out? It's coming out soon for taste. And then you've got the Spanish version, and we've got the Portuguese peri peri.
So is it a sauce?
It's a paste.
A paste?
It's a concentration of flavor.
Whoa.
Okay.
So what do we do with this
What do you do with it? Today, we're gonna turn it into a glaze for our cauliflower. So I'm going to ask you to do that.
Nice.
We're going to actually just dilute it or thin it out with a bit of oil. I know they say oil. I've used it with water, and it's fine. It's great.
Nice. So you can get creative.
You can get creative with it. Yeah.
Influences.
So,
got you.
Ryle, I'm going to ask you if you can.
Are we using the Spanish tomato?
Use the Spanish one.
Ugh.
See, Spanish one goes into the bowl. A little bit of olive oil. You're just going to thin it out for me.
Okay.
To your left, we've got 2 cauliflowers that I've steamed until they're soft.
Nice.
Now, you can pop a cauliflower straight into the air fryer and cook it from that raw state.
Yeah.
I find that it ends up being a little rubbery.
Oh, I've
Steaming
actually
it first.
experienced that before. Is that
There you
the
go.
reason?
That's the reason. Steam it first, gives a beautiful tender texture of your cauliflower.
Break it down
And then
a bit,
when you
yeah.
go to the air fryer, that's when you concentrate, get the charry, beautiful flavors.
Nice. That
now,
makes sense.
While you're busy with this, super simple.
Sorry, oil's going in here?
That's right.
That's what the package said.
That's what the package said. Oil's going in, and you're going to mix it up. Then, to go with that, we're going to highlight another, well, not veggie, but pulse. We're going to go for a bean puree.
Ooh, I love the beans.
I'm
Yes.
also into canned products. Like, canned foods are great. Number 1, budget friendly. Number 2, when you need a meal and you don't have time, canned foods really come through.
Dude, and when you're using beans as well, it's such a power food. There's so much good nutrition in a bean, especially. It doesn't kind of like lose its value as well when it's canned. So that's a good thing to look forward to. And especially when you have like some pantry staples.
Right.
Definitely get a couple canned products in as well, because in emergencies, they come through. I mean, if this was an emergency, how easy would this emergency be?
So, I mean, any emergency, I'm not going to say they're easy, but it's easy for us to take over and handle it. And that's what it is. In 2026, we really are just, again, you're using the word, but it is being intentional. Makes all the difference.
Well, can I just talk about how easy this was? Like, can you bring me a better challenge? Because that's far too simple.
No,
it mixed so well. It's kind of like giving it more body as well, so it can spread. And I can see how you could work this more and more and more, and the flavor will still remain.
There we go. And I wanted to get you a whisk to brush it over. Maybe just pour the glaze over your cauliflower now.
All right.
And then I've got some tahini that went in here, another
nice
cupboard staple, roasted garlic. So when we buy garlic at home now, it goes straight into the air fryer, and we roast it.
What's the reason for that? Just to make the house smell good?
Oh, absolutely. The aromas you get in your house, number 1, very true. But what I end up getting is this beautiful, soft aroma of garlic, not that like pungent, vampire destroying aroma.
Oh, yeah, okay. So not the Buffy the Vampire Slayer garlic.
This is chill. And it's sweet as well. And that's what I love. So to that, we're going to add some salt. And then what I actually do is when I roast my garlic in the air fryer, I put all the bulbs in olive oil. So then I end up with a roasted olive oil flavored garlic.
Of course, nice.
Garlic oil. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
We know what you mean, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then a little bit of water just to help thin it down. And you could use kidney beans, black beans, cannellini beans, chickpeas. This isn't like specific to this bean. I just love the flavor of butter beans. They actually do make it a bit creamy.
I was going to say, it's the creaminess of the butter beans that really gets me, man.
It is. My question that I buttered, yes. Okay.
Blend that all up.
You decide how thin you want it or how chunky you want it. Today, how do you want it?
Meet me in the middle.
In the middle?
Meet me in the middle, bro. There we go. A little bit of smooth, a little bit of chunky. Listen, is this how we wanted the cauliflower to be?
Right.
Flavorfized?
Good. It goes into the oven.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes into the air fryer oven, you decide.
Okay.
Let that glaze like start sealing on it, then you add another layer of it so it really becomes lacquered.
So it's almost like we're basting it.
See, that's it. Then we're gonna add this beautiful puree. Let me bring the plate over here. Beautiful puree that goes at the bottom.
Nice.
Then we're gonna add our cauliflower to that. Add one whole, break the other one up a little bit, let them see how grand it is. We're gonna go with some garlic croutons. We didn't waste leftover bread that we had. We keep it in the freezer. Little garlic butter in the pan, toast it, get it nice and crunchy with all the layers of textures.
Yeah.
Again, I told you about the seasons are changing.
Absolutely.
And then herbs. Go to your garden. And you should still be growing your garden at home, South Africa. Herbs, dill, mint, parsley, put it on there.
Shippers, man, this is absolute perfection, and I love the fact that this was so easy. It looks like a beautiful steak in the middle of that plate, but it's not.
That's what we're going for, yeah.
Actually, it's a vegetable, and it's the hero for 2026. And I think with the flavors and the options that you have with these taste hacks from Woolworths, you have so much creativity to take on for this year. So you can find all these recipes at expressoshow.com, and especially when we're talking about the taste hacks range, it's available online, so you can get it at Woolworths, you can shop it in-store online, on the app, and literally let your taste buds go wild because it tastes amazing, it's inspiring, and I can't think of a better way to tackle 2026 with intention.
With intention.
Beautifully done, brother. All right, so can we eat this?
Of course.
Yes, let's go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, hopefully we have got you set. Welcome back one last time. Hopefully we've got you set for a beautiful day ahead. Let's add a little more impetus there and say that every day could be Ket Double Pay Day if you play your daily lotto, because there is an estimated 400,000 Rand sitting in that jackpot. And then we've added the new daily lotto plus for an added 150,000 Rand.
Sure, G-Man, lots of good stuff coming, and this is how you get involved. You can buy tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. The mobile app is an option, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# and follow the USSDs.
We can't give you the numbers, though. You're going to have to dream those up. Hopefully you've dreamt them already, but we will keep all of those details up on the Expresso social pages so you can check them out and just make sure you give yourself a chance. Play your daily lotto and your daily lotto plus for 550,000 Rand together. That's 400,000, 150,000 Rand playbook. Come on.
Let's get involved. And for right now, I am so grateful for this absolutely beautiful soul that has whisked us away throughout this entire morning. And one last time, Tessa Nandi is going to do just that. Let's embody this moment.
This is my newest release, Embody. Heaviness fell from the sky and landed itself on these shoulders of mine. I tend to make sadness a habit. Why does it bring me peace of mind? Born to embody melancholy, I'm always fading into beige. I'm just a walking contradiction, winding me back to the same place. Be-da-dum, da-da-dum, be-da-dum, da-da, be-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Oh, I found a home in the warmth
was I composed in a minor key? Tell me your sadness, my symphony. Be-da-dum, da-da-dum, bum, bum. Wanting more, but what am I needing? Wanting more, but what am I looking for? Be-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
Don't ever stop, please. Don't ever stop. Oh, she's an incredible human being. I know the artistry is there in spades, but she is just so lovely. Thank you for bringing your energy into our space. Girl, give us a bow, both of you. Absolutely amazing. Please download if you want to show love and support for local artists. Put your money where your mouth is, yo, and download the music. But having Tessie here today was just a treat.
It really has been special, and the special is going to continue again, Mzansi. Obviously, today has been 3 hours of just pure bliss, starting off the week, and tomorrow we're going to dive into more of the magic. We've been speaking about the Grammys, but we're going to talk about those red carpet moments, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Bring you front row seats to all the glitz and the glam, and usher in some of those incredible looks that we get to skin over.
Do you think I'm going to be allowed to paddle? I'm never allowed to paddle. The hot messes.
The
Please paddle, please. Can I just try the paddle? I don't know if I'm qualified. I'm probably the least qualified person for that. We are going to be delving into being a medical kind of focus on a Tuesday. We're also going to be joining an incredible movement, looking at early warnings for pregnancy and STI. It's a week dedicated to medical understanding and expansion in such a critical space for young South Africans. And I say that because once we cross that line, the pressure, the angst, the financial strain that gets added, it's massive. So we are all about early detection. Cannot wait for that.
Mzansi, listen, if you're looking for something good to inspire you, then wake up tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., open up on your Feel Good Breakfast show at Expresso. We'll be here to usher you into the good stuff. We'll see you all again tomorrow morning. Can't wait to do it again. And we absolutely do love you, right?
Yeah, we absolutely love you so much. We'll bring you Feza. It's going to be performing out of Joburg. I know Zanelia is absolutely dying to reconnect with you as well after a very busy weekend. I want you to please continue to share the love. We opened the doors to the month of love today, so please share that sentiment with us. Head over to our socials. We've asked some really interesting questions, also some great content to take in there today, so you can keep that conversation going for the next 24 hours until we see you again. But another massive thank you to Tessie Nandi, you absolute superstar. Thank you for gracing us, blessing us with your presence.
Feeling so blessed and ready for Monday, and I think you are too, Mzansi. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. For now, though, just take this energy, run with it, and make the most of a beautiful day. Love
ya.
Another Feel Good production.